people, what is going on? Welcome to the Top 4 podcast. Oscar, strike one. In fact, you're not that guy. This guy didn't press go live, you know. I hope you know that. I pressed it. I hope you know that. There was about 10 seconds to go.
That's a lie.
Bro.
Hey, you know, I was counting down. I don't know who pressed it. It got to 12. And I said,
let me pull this trigger now. Oscar's gonna have a stinker again. Anyway,
guys, the stinker's been stinkering. I couldn't get my camera to work before. It's been a howler of a start for me. But let's go.
You have an absolute Western Superman. But listen, my name is Peter. I'm an Arsenal FC. I'm joined by Oscar, a Chelsea fan.
End the stream, guys. End the stream. End the season. End it. You know those teams that are in the middle that are at the beach? I want to join them. I want to be there with the Bournemouths, there with the Evertons. I want to be there. I want to be living La Vida Loca with Fulham and Harry Wilson. I don't want to be in the thick of the business end of the title race, guys, the business end of the season, because I'm sick. I'm sick to my stomach of my club. I'm sick.
I'm joined by AD, a Liverpool fan.
Bro, I could do even Margate. I could do Blackpool, anywhere else but here, man. But guys, do you know why I'm still here?
Why?
It's still real to me, damn it! I hate that. I love it. I hate that. I love it. I just can't.
Do you love it though?
I love LFC too much. I do. Because if I didn't, I wouldn't be here. I do. It's still real to me, man.
You can love a podcast and not love football. I can tell you that.
That's a good point.
We're joined by Robinho, a Manchester United fan.
Bruno. He came from Sporting like Cristiano. He plays left, he plays right. Make defenders look. He's a Portuguese magnifico. Bruno.
Now they're singing Bruno.
Guys. Five to go. Let's get this record. Let's go.
What record?
Most assists in the Premier League history. Come on,
let's
go.
That's for the elite, man. That's only for the elite. Let's go.
Five to go.
Hey, Pete, you said it's only for the elite. Like, so you're saying if he gets it, he's part of the elite?
No, the point is he won't get it because he's not part of the elite. Like, come on, Oscar. Keep up.
He's not far.
Oscar Mesut Ozil was on 16 assists in December. He didn't reach 20. Let me just leave it there.
You blamed one man for that.
Yeah, Olivier Giroud, 100%.
Exactly.
And Theo Walcott. And I'm joined by Lola, special guest, Arsenal fan.
Another game, another win. We move in it. I'm enjoying myself at the moment.
Must be nice.
Enjoy it because you got the next couple of months to enjoy this. Because let me tell you something right now. Breaking news, guys. Breaking news. This is the weekend that Arsenal won the league. Hold that. Oscar, anything in the comment section to get us going before we hit the first?
Sick and tired. Mirad says, no good evening, no introductory monologue, just one question. Peter, do you believe in the hashtag champions elect? Lola, do you believe in the hashtag champions elect? Do you believe in the hashtag champions elect?
I certainly do.
Peter, he also says it is time. It is our moment. It is within touching distance. We've waited. We've endured. We were laughed at for our belief. Delusional, they said. Shamed for our trust. Mocked for our positivity. When it's all said and done, it will not be our critics that will be our first target. It will be the doubters. Jesus said to Thomas, you only believe you can because you can see. Happy are those who believed but did not ever see.
Both happy at the end though, so I don't really give a crap, to be honest.
Say again.
I said both of them were eventually happy in either which way, so I don't really give a hair.
Well, listen, you know what I mean. You could have enjoyed it earlier. That's all. That's all we're saying.
And that also makes a great point. He says Lola is part of the furniture. Special guest, my backside.
Oh, sorry then.
Low key.
Okay. All right then.
Actually, she's putting up Reece James numbers, like she said frequently.
Yo.
That Reece injured again.
No, 26 league games. 26 league games.
He's out. Unless I'm still lying, he's out again.
Yeah,
No,
yeah. I think he is out.
They are not lying.
Lola's got more apps than Reece James. That's crazy work, man. That's crazy work.
Oh god!
Anything else?
Yeah.
Oscar, in the comment section?
Yeah, there's loads more. Shout out David. He says big up top for podcast. He got 39 points on FPL. What did you guys get? Who do you think gets into Prem team of the season? Well, I'll tell you what. Bruno Fernandes made a claim, didn't he? On the weekend.
Yeah, I need to check what I've done on the fantasy. I was actually thinking
I had 16 points on the bench just sitting there. Never mind, both my goalkeepers did a thing, but I had 2 defenders. And
I didn't even check it. Nobody.
I had a Bournemouth defender and I had a Leeds defender. I'm thinking I ain't doing nothing. Obviously, all of them teams are at the beach, so I'm just like, that's 16 points, just chilling on the bench.
Long may that beach life continue.
What did Burnley do on the weekend? Because I've got Dubravka getting 6 points on my bench.
Yeah,
Sorry, who did Burnley play?
No, so
No
guys,
idea.
what you guys need to understand is that the Saturday 3 p.m. kickoffs,
Guys, oh my
they
word.
might as well have been played on Copacabana because those were big games. Yeah, Burnley 0, Bournemouth 0, Sunderland 0, Brighton 1. All of those teams are sitting with a strawberry daiquiri, feet up, sunscreen on.
Maybe not Burnley, but yeah.
All of the clubs mentioned are sealed their fate, either positively or negatively. So they're all kind of like done. They've sealed their fate. They're going to stay in the table.
And none of their players are going to the World Cup. They got
Long holiday.
Bournemouth don't have anyone. They feel like they got a random team like that. What's some crazy? There you go. There you go. Is he not going?
Yeah, man. All right, Tyler Adams. Sorry, guys. Sorry, my whole point doesn't make any sense because Tyler Adams is going to give it a rest. Give it a rest.
Private baby and the fridges on the Holland side, but
Baraka says, "Big up to the best football podcast to air on a Monday afternoon when tonight was supposed to be Magic City night during the Hawks versus Magic. But oh well, I guess I'll order some wings." He asked the question, what was the game/console that defined your childhood? For me, it was either Dragon Ball Z. I don't know what that is.
Budokai Tenkaichi. Come on, Oscar. What a game. What a game.
No, I wasn't there, man. I wasn't there for that. I'm sorry.
The Dragon Ball series.
Yeah, I wasn't
my one will surprise. Actually, will it surprise people? I think it will. Just because I don't think people will get it.
No, I think
Tell us.
My one was it? It was
No, you go first.
Game Boy Color, and it was one of the, I can't remember which Pokemon game it was, but I had the see-through purple one, and it was one of the Pokemon games. I played it all the time.
Pokemon was crack, man. Had no idea. Had no reason to be.
I had Emerald.
Pokemon had no reason to be that addictive. No reason.
I was all over it.
Too young.
For me, it's got to be between the PlayStation 1 and PlayStation 2. It's either got to be Pro, if not even called Pro. What was it called? It was called something else before Pro.
Pro Evolution Soccer.
ISS.
ISS, yeah.
ISS or SmackDown 2. Those are my 2 games, boy. That's childhood settings.
I had another one because if it wasn't a handheld, it was, I think I had an Xbox, and there was, I don't know if anyone played it or not. It's called Jet Set Radio. So it's this game where you were like a rollerblader, and you just like did stuff. You had like challenges or whatever. It was like a mixture of like,
I hear that.
dance, and it was random as hell, but it was great.
Yeah.
Interesting. Do you remember SSX Tricky?
Yeah, I was going to say that.
SSX Tricky.
I was going to say Pete, you had your go, and then you just started saying other games.
She said rollerblading and it just brought it back.
Yeah, SSX Tricky.
Guys, you had one turn, and now you want to say every game you played. That's
Oscar, your turn.
What, 3 games?
I was going to say SSX Tricky.
Let me get to the Formula 1 if you want.
I'm just going to go PS2 SmackDown, Here Comes the Pain. That was class.
Wasn't Shut Your Mouth better, though?
No, Here Comes the Pain was the best.
Here Comes the Pain was better.
Here Comes the Pain. Here Comes the Pain had all the superstars, but the buttons were dead. SmackDown Shut Your Mouth buttons were so much better.
It had Brock Lesnar with the F5, and it was the first
Goldberg,
game to have blood. It was the first
Batista.
So he smacked man with the chair. They
Nah,
start
wrong.
Yeah.
No Mercy had blood.
Oh, sorry. It was the first SmackDown to have blood.
Who's playing No Mercy, lads?
Yeah,
On a phone. You're playing a game on a phone.
Nintendo 64 was in my childhood. WWF No Mercy. I was all over that.
No, I'm saying No Mercy was stank, man.
Oh, you're a liar. You're a liar. No
So
Mercy.
besides them, I say it's the best game of all time, though.
Yeah, because they had nothing else.
Nah, No Mercy was tape.
Like the storylines, the customers.
For me, similar to Lola.
Zelda.
Yeah, Ocarina of Time, great game. Mario Kart 64 was a bit. Yeah, Super Mario 64, one of the best games of all time. GoldenEye
was elite
to this day. GoldenEye is elite to this
games,
day.
man.
But for me, it was on PlayStation 2. Tony Hawk's Underground.
Yes.
Cold.
Cold.
Now we're talking games, guys.
What?
Now we're talking.
What about Need for
What a
Speed
game.
Underground? What about that?
Need for Speed Underground 2.
Now for me,
Need for Speed Underground 2, I think, has probably one of the best soundtracks.
Cold
I can't lie.
tracks.
Did anybody play Midnight Club? I just want to know.
Listen,
1,000%.
If you're in the bag,
Listen,
Midnight Club 3 double edition.
Listen, that's a deep cut. That's a
It's
deep
the
cut.
most underrated game.
Oh my gosh.
Ever. Like the most underrated racing game. Because everybody talks about Need for
Ah.
Speed. Everybody knows
Midnight
the racing
Club.
games. Midnight Club is under the radar. Do you know how elite that game
It's
was?
a deep cut.
Real
That one.
big. Real big. Listen,
Oh
that
my
song
God.
is how I learned from Midnight Club.
Gran Turismo was elite as well. Big Gran
Yeah.
Turismo guy.
But Gran Turismo got the love. Like Gran Turismo got its props. Midnight Club.
Yeah.
It's like an
Midnight
underground
Club.
No, you're
Oh
right.
my gosh.
Midnight Club was
Um,
underground.
Racing games didn't interest me like that.
Do you remember Taxi Driver back in the day?
Yeah,
I
you used to play that in bowling.
But I think it was more so like a PC game, I think. But you know what as well? Football Manager, by the way, like 05 Football Manager, deep cut. Championship Manager, deep cut. LMA
Football
Manager, God.
Guys.
I remember
Football Manager was-
Burnout.
Yeah. All right, guys, we could be here all day
Good
just listening to games. You know?
Good
We
game.
could be here all day.
Jack and
What a
Dexter.
question. What a question from
Yeah, great pull.
B.
Pete, where are we going first?
There's only one place to start, mate. It's with the Arsenal FC because, like I said earlier on the top of the show, guys, this is the weekend in which we won the league title. Because not only did Arsenal beat Everton at home, but Manchester City dropped points against West Ham United. And let me tell you something right now, guys. The euphoria. Do you remember a couple of weeks ago I mentioned Everton at home being that slippery slope that I thought no one is paying attention to this fixture, and I have no idea why. We're talking about the City away, even the West Ham away. People are talking about these other things. And like, I looked at Everton's away record, bruv, second in the league. And you know what's funny? Like, in the 80th minute of the game, I sent a screenshot to the group chat just to remind them of what I mentioned a couple of weeks ago. And it was just a screenshot of Everton's away record, right? They nearly pulled off what we would call a top-notch away performance from home. That David Moyes, yeah, let me tell you something. Look at the talent on their squad, the lack of talent in their squad. How he is forking that team to get in the top, what is it, 8th? I think they're 8th at the moment, right? How they're managing to do that at this rate is nothing short of phenomenal. But in the end, Arsenal just do not give up. And if there's one trend that we've seen throughout the course of this season, no matter how we're playing, guys, and it hit me where I was like, you know what? I couldn't give a damn how we win this title. Give me the title. That's all I want. When Gyökeres scored that goal, and I thought about, you know, the way I had to defend this guy and back this guy, he's going to get X amount of goals, yada, 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 right? When he scored there, the right moment at the right time, I thought, that's one of the reasons we signed you. That is it right there. Because I could see one of our other strikers missing that opportunity. Do you know what I'm saying? Nketiah does, in a sense of like,
No, and I hate you.
or maybe not even, or may not even be there. Yeah, okay. That's
not being on site.
My point is like they would have been ready. Men are on their heels. You know what I'm saying? Man would have been on their heels. Yeah.
I hear it.
From when, you know, Max Dowman comes on and just starts shape shifting, you know what I'm saying? Just start saying, hang on, I'm 16, give me the ball, let me show you what time it is. That for me, like, okay, it's gonna be the montage at the end of the season when we're talking about our year. Dowman will rightfully have his moment in the Everton game. It will be one of the pinpoints. It reminds me of like the Reece Nelson goal against Bournemouth. We thought that was a moment in the season where it was like, oh my God, this could actually happen. And then obviously his second goal is so underrated, the quality of goal, because we're talking about the euphoria in the moment. It's a young kid who scores his goal, blah, blah, blah. But the Gabriel Martinelli header to the Max Dowman first touch, which is with his head, he puts the ball down on the ground. He then touches it again with his weaker foot on the right foot, duns, I think it's Shrewsbury Hall's dance. And he did that on more than one occasion and carried on running and running. And you were talking, I can't even imagine what that was like, bro. At 16, what was man doing at 16? I was outside. You know what I mean? Like, these guys here are going on, they're lifting, you know, everything on their shoulders. And he's running. And you know, in one hand, this game could have been so different. It could have been a 0-0, and I would have said, look, credit to Everton, man. They performed outstanding. We just needed to break that door down. But instead, we're talking about the euphoria. And I think that's a part of the reason City dropped their points. I think they looked at us right at the end of the game, score that goal, and think, jeez, a sucker punch.
Wasn't that photo of Haaland watching our game? I was like, don't do that. Like, you set yourself up. There's a photo. Wasn't that going around? Like, Haaland was like watching the game on his like walking or whatever it was.
I didn't see that, no. But I'll tell you something, guys, man. This is the weekend where I was like, oh my God, like, we can't get caught now. You know what I'm thinking? We can't get caught now. Famous last words. But yeah, that's how I feel about the Everton game on the weekend. Max Dowman, Victor Gyökeres. Sensational, man. Sensational. Lola, man, what's your take on it?
It was literally more or less, I agree with, like, my personality will not allow me to say it's done, because the games aren't matching up to my liking for me to say that. The games are matching, they're not matching up.
Lola.
I've already said we're winning the league earlier. I said the post thing, but as in, like, you know, everyone says like, oh yeah, well, I think we want to win the league. My personality can't tell me it's done until I see matching game weeks are the same, and then the points gap is the same. Then I'll circle back. But yeah, this was like, I think we were talking about before. I very much so have been on the whole kind of like, yeah, I'll care about the other games once one game is done. So the Everton game was always going to be one that's like, I get we're at home, but like you were saying, their form is great. They're in the top half. They're playing comfortable, and they weren't really coming in. They weren't trying to lose, basically, and they showed that. Pickford was on one. The defenders were on one. They were all, and this wasn't a lambasting Arsenal for all of our faults. This wasn't a game of us not attempting to do anything. We had multiple shots. We had multiple chances. People had a great game in terms of things. It wasn't a game of like, we were doing the whole kind of horseshoe of death nonsense, and people were just kind of wasting. No, Everton were diligent. They were very kind of, they knew what they were going to do. They were trying to get, and the thing is, to their own credit, they had some opportunities to also score. Like, not a lot, but there was like moments that you could say, oh, if they score that, you never know what happens. We also got stiff for penalty, but bad. But you know what I mean? Like, it wasn't a case of like they weren't doing anything at all. They had some breaks, they had all this, that, and it could, again, this game could have, the later it got, this game could have been a classic thing of, it would be a draw at home. And so it's like, other than that. But then, yeah, we made the first subs. It was Gyökeres and Nelly. Made sense in terms of like, good, bring on some attackers. I'm not trying to see you trying to pad up the midfield or anything like that. But the importance of, obviously, it's important in hindsight because he more or less set up the first goal and scored the second. But then it's the point of like, he made a double sub of Hincapié, which I understood, but he didn't go for a Jesus or like an older person or something stable. He said, no. Also, because he's just seen what Jesus did, he could easily fall back on that. He said, no, 16-year-old's here, he's good, and he put it on. And obviously he showed out. And it's like one of those things, like, you could even, I think you had some Arsenal fans who like to complain about a lot of things. So they were talking about the FA Cup game where he was showing he was like showing off a bit much or was trying too much in the midfield, or was like whatever it is. I was like, a 16-year-old is going to try that anyway. But that shows you the bravery of how, because he plays the exact same way. He's like, if he's got the ball, I'm going to try something. If it fails, it fails. And that obviously he'll learn. Sometimes you don't have to keep hold on to the ball too long, but you need that, especially in these kind of things. You need that, and he has that. So like, yeah, and obviously his cross, it's a Hincapié assist, but he made that. Gyökeres was, like we said earlier, was where he's supposed to be, because there's been enough games where you see Jesus or you saw Havertz and you're asking, why are you at the edge of the box? Why aren't you anywhere near the back post or to kind of tap in something? Why are you guys never there? So that's the best way. It's like, is he a great kind of footballer? No, but he's kind of instinct-wise, you know what he's relatively kind of going to be. So keep doing that. And obviously then Dowman's, again, people can chat about how, it wasn't empty. So you got the ones who are very clearly doing it because they're hating, of like, why is it so special? It wasn't empty net. The entire phase of the goals that we're talking about, not just the fact that he just locked it into an empty net. It's like easy comparison. People can, it's not the same thing as like when Martinelli scored against Chelsea, where that was more or less a slip, and then he kept the composure, but it was like there's nothing to do. Dowman made the smart header. He then also made the chop and then carried it on. And at 16, the easier thing to do, he'd be thinking, he's just going to lump it down and run after it. No, he was smart about it. And I think there's an Everton fan saying, why didn't you just like murder the kid? But it's like, it wasn't a state. I think people were thinking, why didn't you? No, because I saw that. It's like, just foul him. Like someone was saying, but the point I was making, was like, it's like, it's simple. It's like, Max didn't allow it because this wasn't a case of like, there's a physical altercation. Like he waits to man to get to it. So it was like, it all worked. So it was great. David Raya was brilliant. Calafiori's save, I'm calling it a save, with his like scorpion kick save was great. Because like that was
insane, you know. I don't know as well.
It's a counter.
Do you think Raya would have got it? Do you reckon?
Maybe, but you never know. That much power, you never know. Because he's old. You never know. And then Cap, obviously, he had a late tackle there, which was great in terms of like all this. And also Raya had saves as well. He had made great feet and all that stuff. So it was like overall a great performance that I really, really, really enjoyed.
Lola, you know what? Raya's my player of the season, you know, for Arsenal. And I think he should have been my player of the season for like the last, like when you package the signing of David Raya over the last couple of years, like when I think to what took Arsenal to the next level, because I'm sure that question will be asked several times, you know, that kind of first punch at the title when it was your Jesus, it was your Zinchenko's and people like that, Ramsdale's and whatever. Like, I genuinely think that David Raya signing is probably the most important signing we've done in the last three or four seasons. I'd argue, because it changes the landscape of the seriousness of us. Because the defenders have been there, like for example, Gabriel Saliba, they've been there. Okay, cool. We've added Timber with White there. White's still definitely, you know, a player that we would more than happily have. Calafiori, of course, has been like an upgrade from the Zinchenko's and Capiers and so on and so forth. I genuinely think, though, in terms of the moment where we turned to take us seriously a little bit, I think is the signing of David Raya. Because since then, we've not been mocked. I
hear points in general because, yeah, he's been a great upgrade on them. Because you could argue in certain seasons, Ramsdale moving insane at points by the back end of the seasons.
Cost us 23. I'm sorry. He cost us 23.
I don't know. I think I don't think we've got a singular signing to say that is definitely the thing. There could be turning points, but a lot of them came in batches anyway. So, like, for my example is this: if we had David Raya and no Declan Rice, would be in the situation? I don't personally think so.
Yeah, that's a good point.
I think Partey and Xhaka is very capable. I think that's very capable midfield. Xhaka and Partey.
Come on, Peter.
Not even a little bit.
With a Raya in goal. Listen. Lola's bang on. Lola's bang on in terms of it's not one single signing didn't change the tide. But what I mean is, as in, if I'm to sort of like rank the whole like.
But my thing is, your rebuttal like separate take is Xhaka and Partey could no. Both. Firstly, neither one of them can move, so that would have failed in that concept anyway. And they both show that they're kind of similar in how they play. Anyway, so again, you've got the same kind of man there, and also Xhaka's better than Xhaka would. So if Xhaka and a Rice type, fair, but you just kind of need a Rice type.
You really don't rate Partey, do you? I've
never rated him.
I think he was an outstanding player.
Before the nonsense that he has decided to kind of descend on the world.
Yeah.
I thought I'm not denying his like the technical ability of his parts, but I had always had an issue with how he played. I thought it was a lot of things stupidly. I thought his movement was poor, and I thought his decision making after a certain point, he started for and he died off. I didn't particularly rate him like that. I preferred Xhaka type. Xhaka had his issues, but his type of player, I preferred a Xhaka type.
Yeah,
interesting. I thought he was an outstanding player.
I would think special. So I feel like Raya isn't number one. I don't think there's not really a number one type, but my slight rebuttal to it is like we could. Like I said, if it was just Raya and then we didn't get a Rice or we didn't get a Timber or we didn't get a Calafiori, you kept the man, like you kept Zinchenko and you kept only Ben White and then someone. Who did we have after? Who was our right backs before? I don't think we get
Tomiyasu.
Maybe Tomiyasu.
Let's
Cedric in the man there.
I mean,
Chambers. Mikel came into the depths, man. Let me tell you, he came into the depths.
Oh, I thought Jenkinson was still on the box.
You know what I mean? So yeah, no.
Can I chime in here as a non-Arsenal fan? Is that all right?
Yeah.
No team is going to win the league with a bad goalkeeper. It just doesn't happen. It's just that you can't. They cost you too much. And David Raya, I remember there were conversations that he came in to compete. No, he came in to be the number one goalkeeper because Ramsdale was absolutely costing you points after points after points. And Raya's been, a great goalkeeper behind the best defense in the league. But I think if you're talking about the catalyst signing, Pete, it by far is Declan Rice to me. Like that man, what he's brought to the steel that he's brought to your team, in addition to the centre backs, it's crazy. And then the fact that he adds the set pieces on top of that as well, meaning he's a threat. He's a threat at both ends. He's a driver. He plays every single week. He's so much more. Like I don't want to pit them against each other, but he is the most important person. And I think as much as people don't like it because of the type of player he is, he probably will win Player of the Year this season because who else is going to get that?
He's been outstanding. Listen, goalkeepers are not going to win Premier League Player of the Year. That's we know that. But that Declan Rice. Of course, listen. I mean, chalk and cheese in terms of like what we've had beforehand, right?
Yeah.
And I'll never forget when I went to St. James's. Remember my report back after St. James's in November, and we got done over by the referee on 3 or 4 occasions. The one thing that stood out to me, especially from that bird's eye view, looking down on the pitch, was I was like, "Oh my God, I get the Declan Rice conversation. Like I got it for the first time because obviously
took you long enough.
I'm not watching eagle-eyed Declan Rice at West Ham. Let's just have it right. Yeah, you might get the highlights of him. You might hear he's man of the match or he's player of the match or he's got he's the captain of West Ham. Blah blah. So he's clearly got something about him. He's won a European trophy for West Ham United. There's something about him. Yeah, there's clearly something about him. But it's like Ezra right now, right? Exceptional for Crystal Palace. One of the top players on there. But he's coming. He's moved upper class. He's gone from set 3 to set 1, and he's learning like flipping out. This is a lot. There's a lot going on here. Whereas Declan Rice, like a glove. His first home game for Arsenal, he scored the winner against Man United.
Yeah, I will say that. I think that's like a sign of not just focusing on Rice, but in general for everyone's club. You can kind of tell the quality of a player when you can kind of see when they how easy is there a very clear difference? Like when Raya was in goal, when you compare him to Ramsdale, there's a very clear difference. With Raya and any one of our DMs, you can see there's a very clear difference. And also why, even though he's getting goals here and there, you can see why people aren't loving Gyökeres because there's no very clear difference. Same thing with the wingers we bought. There's no very clear difference.
It's why I loved Aubameyang. He came in and it was like, he scored 15 goals or 14 goals in the half the season he joined us. And everywhere he goes, he scores goals. Like it didn't matter what country he's in, it didn't matter what league he plays in, he scores goals. It's what I loved about Alexis Sanchez, Mesut Ozil, Santi Cazorla. The list goes on. These players who just walk up and they're like, okay, forget the price tag. We're here to play. Aubameyang cost 60 million quid, lest we forget, in 2018. Do you know what I'm saying? So, you're right.
If all goes well, Gyökeres will be the number 14 after 14 who actually brought us back. Well, not brought us, but he's the 14 with the league. But that's the expectation basically I had for Gyökeres was Aubameyang. Aubameyang came in for the same amount of money for you. I expected that same kind of trusted output, the same kind of trusted movement. I was like, I can believe he'll miss some stuff because that's what they do. But I believe you score. Whereas with Gyökeres, I don't tend to believe if he does it, he does it. It's more of like you scored as opposed to I expected you. Oh, it's definitely going to happen. But that's maybe just like other stuff. But with the game, it was just.
I reckon. I'm having him over Lacazette for example. Lacazette came into the club, and we thought he was the answer to Giroud, for example. And he had a good first season, and then he had a great second season with Aubameyang when Emery worked some dust between those two. Because if there's one thing I'll give Emery, he knows how to get strikers scoring goals. He knows how to do that.
You have to be washed to not be able to get anything out of it.
Honestly. And then obviously the year after that is when it kind of dried up, and we started seeing a very slow, false, big, chubby Lacazette. It just felt that way. Do you know what I mean? It just felt that way. But yeah, listen. We can argue all day long about who the best signing was or whatever. Like we're just happy
I'll be more on the kind of more excited train when the game meets match.
Lola. Listen, make sure you get your ticket for Arsenal against Fulham at home, because that's where it ends.
Repeat. Get her a ticket.
Get her a ticket, man.
Get her a ticket. Arsenal Fulham at home.
I mean, yeah.
Because we're going to beat Bournemouth. We're going to beat Bournemouth. We're going to beat City away at the Etihad. I will be there. We're going to beat City at the Etihad. And then the final home one will be against Fulham at home.
Wow.
Can I be Debbie, please?
Debbie Downer.
I'm going to be I want to be Debbie for a little bit.
I thought you were
Go on,
trying to
Debs.
defend him. I was thinking, right.
Because, right, I have nothing against the kid. I think he came on, changed the game.
Oh, whoa.
Everything.
That's it.
Right? I can't lie. The goal's not that great. Because the goal is not that great.
Come on.
Did you not hear me explain the goal?
Hear what I said.
The goal is not that great.
But hear what
That's an unadulterated 8.
hear what I said.
No, let me finish, because I let everyone talk. I let everyone talk. So
let me finish.
Let me finish, because everyone talks. Do you know why I thought it was a bit meh? Because I'm not looking at Max Dowman, like I said, headed down, done his thing. I'm looking at the goalkeeper. Where is Jordan Pickford?
He's trying to score a goal.
Went up for the
Where
goal.
is he?
Yeah, but he went up for the corner, Robin.
Yeah.
Man, I'm looking at him saying, "Why are you there? You're not gonna get the goal." He's a small man. He's not. No one should protect your goal, and he just ran the ball into the net, guys. Let's be real.
Okay, let's run it back.
He ran the ball into the net.
All on his
He
bottom.
ran the ball into the net.
He got the ball in his own half.
It was super street.
He ran.
Oh,
It was open goal.
16.
I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry.
No,
I'm
you're not
sorry to
sorry.
be
You're not
Debbie.
sorry.
I'm sorry to be Debbie.
What time?
But it wasn't that great.
Robin, you're smiling. What time minute was the goal?
It was like in the 95th minute. Like,
What time? It was 98th, which means that makes sense why the keeper was up.
okay, 3 minutes.
No,
Okay, well done.
Wait. Asking where Pickford was. So 98th minute.
I'm looking at him. I'm just like, this could be thing. The goal wasn't that great, in my opinion.
Robin.
It's the 98th minute. You're asking where the keeper was. If they're 1-0 down, they've got a corner. They're fairly good at it. Why not? The keeper's up saying, okay, I can get a point. So you're asking where the keeper was. He was trying to get a goal. So then
what happened to lose?
our team,
Guys,
and this is
I'll be real.
No, but this is what I'm saying. When it's like this is not Debbie Downer. This is hate, and I said it before.
It's not hate.
No, it is because
Yeah, at least
I literally said I have nothing against the kid. He came on. He changed
It's hate,
the game.
Robin.
It's not hate. I don't think the goal was that great. That is all I'm saying.
And people are gonna get demonetized because of this. This is mental.
I don't think the goal was that great.
That's what I'm saying. And this is why. No, but this is why it's not.
No. So this is why I'm saying. Let's look at the youth.
One at a time.
It said it itself. It is euphoria. The 16-year-old has scored a fantastic goal. It will be in the reels. I hear all of that. Don't get me wrong. He will be in that reels. He will be on that stage. He will be singing that trophy. I get that. Big next thing. He's a fantastic player. I'm not taking that away. I just think the goal wasn't that great.
No, but
that is all I'm saying.
This is what I'm saying, and this is why I specifically did this when I started my conversation about the Max Dowman goal, where I said, and by the way, if you just want to be a hate, I'll be a hate over chest. But
I'm not being
a
man can have an opinion, and I think the goal wasn't that great.
And this is why I specifically did the thing earlier. Before I started talking about Max Dowman's goal, I said, this is why it's not like Martinelli, because if it's the Martinelli goal, then it's fine. No one's talking about how the goal was this, that, and that, because yes, that was specifically what you're talking about. The difference is because the actual kind of the lead up to the goal itself, you had the Gyökeres good header to clear it from the corner. You had Martinelli's very good header to get it to Dowman, and you had Dowman who headed it down and then chopped past the header to get past one and then chopped past another man. And then if it was just purely from him running behind no one, then I'm not talking. It's more about the euphoria. But do not downplay and pretend.
So while we're going, like,
it has no effect on the goal because it 100% does.
No, and again,
Robin, there's nothing more you can say. There's nothing more you can say. We've all decided this is a hater.
No, you can decide you're a hater. That's fine. That's fine. I'm here to tell you I don't think the goal was great.
You're crazy, bro.
Wait, Robert, what was it?
From his own half.
Literally, he ran from his own half.
He's beat two man. He's beat two man.
I'm just like,
what I'm saying. But this is why it's clearly hate, because you're just saying.
But do you know? It's not Premier League goal of the season. It's
bro.
Not.
If it was,
Aye, man. It's not. No. Oscar, if you saw Twitter yesterday, people were saying that.
That's a cop out, man.
Don't do that. No.
They say anything on Twitter.
Man's got Twitter as the source.
No, like I said.
Hold on. We've heard you. If you go out on your daily walk or on your timeline and you encounter idiots, don't bring idiots to the Top 4 podcast and start battling with them. They're not here, okay? No one's calling it goal of the season on this podcast. It's a pivotal moment in the title race from a 16-year-old. It's his first.
And my point is that it's because it's the euphoria of a 16-year-old. Will give them the title.
That counts.
That's my opinion.
That counts. Listen, the fact that he's 16, and you look at the technique of the goal. The goal. It is not done by a 16-year-old on a regular basis. That's not done by a 16-year-old in the Premier League for a team that's going to go fight for the league. The first header, as Loda mentioned already, from Gyökeres to Martinelli. I told you about the first header from Dowman. He takes one Everton player out. He then uses his weaker foot to done the dance. Done the dance of the other one, and then and runs all the way. Like, this is insane behavior. The techers to score that goal cannot be underestimated.
Add to that, let's add to the Premier League kind of
guys.
Add to Premier League and all. The whole talk about is the physicality. He waits two grown men because let's not pretend he's trying to close.
I'm sorry, guys. It's a good goal, but it's not an amazing goal.
You're a hater.
That is all I am saying.
Lola, if it was Ahmad, we wouldn't hit the end of it. If it was Ahmad, we wouldn't hit the end of it.
If it was Ahmad,
we wouldn't hit the end. Greenwood.
No, guys.
And hold on. Let's thing. The only thing that's like even ugly, because I could hear it being like, it's not your favorite goal. It's not anything special. I can hear that if you weren't specifically, your words weren't specifically, he just ran from his own half. It's not just what he did. You've completely removed any kind of aspect of his actual ability to even get to the opportunity to run from the halfway line. You acted as if it just started at the halfway point, and that's my only issue.
It didn't start at the halfway point.
You're ignoring everything else,
guys.
He's got GCSEs.
I'm here to tell you.
He's in school now.
Guys, I've said the same thing. You're telling me he's 16 years old. He scored. I hear it. Guys, I hear it. I get it. I said the 16-year-old sensation has won Arsenal the league. I hear that. I'm taking the goal for what it is, and I'm saying, in my opinion, it was not that great.
And in our opinion, you're a hater. In our opinion, you're a hater.
I said before.
Let's move on, man.
Yeah, man.
I say one thing, to say, and this is all I've said. I said it earlier. If you've done it here already in past pods. If you want to be a hater with your chest. Don't lie and pretend.
No, but I will tell you if I'm a hater because I've been hashtag team hater all season.
You're not showing it now. You're trying to pretend.
Bro, saying the goal wasn't that good is a hateration move. Call Mary J. Blige. This is hateration.
In the dancery, Peter. In the dancery.
In this dance. Speaking of dance, what did Max Dowman do to Dewsbury Hall? Dancing.
Mikolenko in his wake.
Come on.
Guys.
Right. Let's move it along, man. Flipping hell, Ruben. Don't ever end a segment like that again in your life. Especially when we won the league. Especially when we won the league, yeah? Don't ever end the segment like that ever again.
I've said everything that I wanted to say.
Listen, Robin, We believe that opinion of yours was in the mud. But let me tell you something. Chelsea are in the mud, blood. Because what is going on there? Oscar Majuzzi. Yeah?
Peter, what topic should we start at?
Oh, how long have you got, Robin? That's what I would love to know.
What a week in West London.
What I want to know is because Oscar's defended his football club for years, for weeks, for months on end, right? Especially the defending, because I've been the first to discuss the defending, and he doesn't want to talk about it. But what I saw,
what we're not going to do is
let me finish. Let me finish. What, Oscar? I want you to talk about Wesley Fofana's attempt at defending for Anthony Gordon's goal. Because let me tell you something right now. It was the epitome of Chelsea Football Club this season, or if not in the last couple of years. The goal. If you guys get the chance, go back and watch that Newcastle goal because it looks quite bog standard and simple. But you have to look at what lack of effort, lack of ethic, lack of work ethic, lack of morals that took place to lead up to that goal. There's no pride whatsoever. There's none. Newcastle United at home. Oscar, take it away.
It's funny you mentioned Wesley Fofana, but to be honest, there was a myriad of problems with that goal, and they don't start with Wesley, but they definitely end with him. I think Livramento takes the ball out in the middle, no pressure. Palmer is the number 10. He's supposed to be closing him down. He's like, nah, that ain't me. That ain't my job. I'm not doing that.
Then
Reece James is in midfield, but he's deeper, occupying the space that Chalobah has vacated. Chalobah's in no rush to get back to his spot. No rush whatsoever. Reece James just lets the runner go. Through ball. They're in behind us within 5 seconds flat. Disgusting football.
Worse.
And then Anthony Gordon is behind Wesley Fofana. He's looking at Wesley Fofana. He runs past Wesley Fofana. He runs beyond him. Now, one of the attributes of Wesley Fofana is at top speed. The guy's pretty quick, but he had no awareness. And what do I tell you about Chelsea every single week? I don't have a problem when players don't have the talent, but when they're dumb, when they're stupid, when they don't think with their brains, that's when you get this kind of defending. So in a game where Chelsea were actually very, very dominant, we let Newcastle go 1-0 up. And from the moment a team goes 1-0 up at Stamford Bridge, we have probably one of the worst home forms in the league this season. We're not scoring. It's very, very easy to shut us out. You put 2 banks of 4 there and we're just not creating enough to break it down. Chelsea perform much better on a bigger pitch with space for the wingers to run into and all of that. When we're at home and you sit deep, you saw it against Sunderland this season. You saw it against Burnley this season. You've seen it time and time again. Chelsea just struggled to break down teams for a lack of creativity. I think that's all I need to say on Saturday. I don't think I need to say much more on Saturday.
Sorry. Let's start with pre-match.
Sorry.
Did you see what took place pre-match?
Huh?
Did you see what took place pre-match?
Are you talking about the halftime huddle? Is that what you're talking about?
Halftime. It was the start of the game.
It was the halftime huddle.
Was it not? Was it? I thought it was the start of the game. I thought it was kickoff.
It was second half. Came out for the second half.
Okay, second half. Mr. Paul Tierney, what's he doing in the middle of the huddle?
I don't understand. I don't understand why. First of all, this story became a story, and it really, really annoyed me because I think sometimes the media are just like they're the least important part of football, right? We are the fans. We're somewhat important. The players are probably the most important. The players in the club, right? But there's hierarchies of what's important, isn't it? The club comes first, then maybe the managers, then maybe the owners.
Yeah.
But players, fans are the top 2. The least important in all of this is the media, and I think they just generate clicks off nonsense consistently because who cares? Chelsea players huddle around the ball to do our huddle. Who gives the monkeys? Chelsea been doing it for the past 3 weeks.
But you never do it. It's your first time.
Listen, no, you're not paying attention.
They've done that a couple times.
At the centre circle, they've huddled around the centre circle.
This is
Pretty
exactly
sure.
my point. This is exactly my
Oh,
point.
God.
We did it against PSG. We've done it for the past like 4 games. Yeah, we've done it recently. It was specifically after the Arsenal game when Rosinia had that issue with you lot in our half or something. I don't know why I had a problem with it. But
It's the whole kind of thing. Like again, I agree with you. It's more or less for me. It's silly. From that side, I don't really see the point of it.
Yeah.
Man, I don't know you. Whatever. It's a non-issue. It's a non-story.
Non-issue.
Non-issue. But the issue is off the back of him specifically, your manager complaining about things that didn't really matter, like Arsenal in training might be a player in their half to collect a ball. When he does that, and he's one talking, doing more dumb stunts. Again, like I said, my opinion, I agree. They're not tampering with the ball or like force. You know what I mean? It's not, but because of how he is and how he spoke to do that, post that, it looks a bit mad, and this is why it's like it's easy pickings. Like I said, I agree. If the media wants to, they could just kind of ignore it. They could do one small thing about it and leave it after that, and they'll keep doing it. And I don't know what the hell the ref was doing in the middle of that. That's a different.
How about they have some flipping pride in their careers? I'm looking at you. How about you write about something worth writing about?
Journalists are grinding. It doesn't matter.
I can't lie.
No, but
absolutely nothing. Adrian, let me ask you a question. When you watched that clip of Chelsea huddling and Paultini in the middle, did you see a Newcastle player there? Were any Newcastle players complaining about Chelsea being in a huddle? No, because no one gives a monkeys.
They don't focus on winning the game.
It's not a flipping story.
But did the referee tell your players to move away from the ball?
Why was he in the middle?
I think he.
Because I always thought the referee was in the middle. I always thought the referee was at the kickoff.
He wanted to stand with the ball. The Chelsea players wanted to be on both sides of the pitch.
Stand his authority.
But what?
So
that we won't really know is why they need to do it around the ball. Can't I just do a huddle?
To respect the ball. Didn't you hear the explanation?
Yes, Peter, you hit the nail on the head. Like, let's not skip over Liam Rosinia. The guy's been in the job for a couple of months, and it's utter drivel after utter drivel after utter drivel. If it's not respecting the ball, they're doing kumbaya around the flipping centre circle. If it's not that, he's eulogizing at the fact that we've gone from yellow balls to white balls. If it's not that, he's telling us what the word manage means, or he's building frigging Lego pieces.
And did you hear the cheek after the game?
It's a circus.
AD, let's continue that one. Did you hear what he said after the game? After his 1-0 defeat to Newcastle? He said that the referee should be paying attention on his job.
Imagine that.
Wait, hang on. And he's not going to get reprimanded for that, by the way. Yeah, they're not going to touch him. The FA is not going to touch him for saying that the referee shouldn't focus on that. He should be focusing on his job. At the penalty decision,
I got kicked in the box.
Listen, guys, if Rosinia does not get a retrospective ban, God knows. God knows. You can't talk like that to a referee.
You're such a little snitch.
I'm a job's worth. When our manager, what do you mean? It's not about Oscar. Every manager, I've seen every manager get punished for less. Your manager come out and said he should have focused on his job. I've seen managers get done for less. You see what Guardiola was in the stands for? Because of a ludicrous decision that took place at Newcastle. He popped. Did you see Mikel on Saturday, by the way? There was a moment where Mikel was going to run on the pitch and spear the referee for a dubious decision. Yeah. Mikel called the referees a disgrace at Newcastle, and they didn't even reprimand him because they knew he was a disgrace.
Wait, Peter, come on.
Adrian, you see who Peter is?
You lost me there. Still.
How have I lost you?
Because
wait there, AD. How have I lost you, AD? Go on.
No, Oscar's gonna explain.
You made a point about how everybody gets reprimanded for things, so Liam Rosinia should get reprimanded. Yeah. And then now you just gave us an example of when Oscar didn't get reprimanded.
Oscar, did you see what happened in the Newcastle game? No, this is the thing. No. This is the thing. If Mikel is talking about a situation that was complete BS, and we saw it in HD. We saw it in 4K. We saw it where we've got Hawkeye lines and they can't even tell us if the ball is in or off play. We're seeing players getting fouled in the penalty area. This is why Gabriel has been doing that nonsense in the box ever since. Because ever since then, he thought, hang on a minute, this is what we're going to be doing. If that's how we're going to allow this to take place. The point I'm talking about Rosinia is, the point in the conversation we were talking about with Rosinia was the fact that he is not focusing on what's at hand, and instead he's talking about the referee. It was what AD was soliloquy about Rosinia's nonsense since he's joined the club. This is just another tally to add to it. Let Rosinia actually be right. Let Rosinia actually be right for once. He might have a case. Guess what? In every single one of these farcical comments, he's looked like a moron because he's wrong in each and every single one of them.
You're falling for it again. You're falling for it all
Falling for what? No one's falling for nothing.
You are. And I'll tell you why. Because you said instead of focusing on the game, bro, he answered about 7 questions on the game. You didn't give him.
He didn't have to. He said what he said. The referee should focus on the penalty decision. That's the problem. That's the problem. That's the problem.
So now it's a problem when a manager comes out after a game and says, "Hang about, we should have had a penalty." Is that a problem to talk about?
When they're asking about what your thoughts on the situation that was asked about him was the whole nonsense with your players around the. Let me finish. When the whole nonsense about standing around the ball, his reply was, it was not about being disrespectful. It was about us respecting the ball, and the referee should have focused on his job. Is he all right? Is he all right?
Is he all right?
Oscar, turn it in. You know what's funny? You're falling for his nonsense. You're falling for him. You're falling for his nonsense. You're defending it.
Come out on this podcast and criticize Rosenior before.
You're defending him now. You're saying we're all falling for it. You're saying we're all falling for it.
I would never defend that. I would never defend that man's tactics. I look at how open Chelsea play and I comment on it and criticize it all the time. But what I don't like is the fact that the second Liam Rosenior got the job at Chelsea, people scoured his media interviews and said, this guy's a bit of a clown. Now, every week...
And he's been a clown since. He's been a clown at Chelsea since. He's been a clown at Chelsea since.
You said it. Every week, there's a new comment that comes out that is supposed to be this hilarious or outrageous thing. And I'm looking at it at face value, and I'm like, he said Chelsea should have had a penalty.
Aging Men was his first one. He had no leg to stand on.
Strasbourg 3 years ago.
He's not having a leg to stand on.
I think the one thing, unfortunately, is that if you're new or whatever, even managers in general, if you've got kind of a certain image or vibe when you first come in, they're going to stick to that. It's like how they keep forever will call, I even forgot his name. He's been gone for a minute. The Liverpool brother, the short brother, David Brent. They call him
Rogers.
Yeah.
Anything he did was relation to that. Anything certain, every manager has an archetype that whether or not, unless they're like something above it all, you will always have a set archetype that you either have to overcome or it's just going to be a thing if you're not doing well. Resilience is this. Arteta is, you know what Arteta is. No matter what he does, even if he's being sincere or whatever it is, they'll find a way to make it about him being arrogant or this, that, and third, regardless of if he actually is making points or whatever.
Yeah. Bro, I wish the media would tear him a new one for his lack of defensive strategy. For the fact that Chelsea can see.
I hear that.
I hear that.
Pete, the first thing you did was point out how ridiculous that first goal was, and you and me are in agreement. It was pathetic.
Yeah. What's your point? What's your point? I've addressed the football. So don't tell me I'm falling for it when I've addressed the football first, and then I'm talking about your nonsense manager. That's what we've done.
I think it's nonsense. I think
it is nonsense. You're falling for it. He's nonsense.
I think Adrian listed a bunch of things. One of the things that Adrian listed was that he said, oh yeah, you know, that once the balls change from the yellow winter balls into the white balls, you know it's business end of the season. That quote went viral like he said something crazy. He didn't that's a normal thing. It's a normal thing to say. So I don't really. It's not a
normal thing to say.
I've never heard that before.
Lady, listen, leave him. This guy's lost it. He's saying that's normal, like he's heard any other manager say that before. You've never heard a manager say, when the balls go from yellow to white, it's the business end of the season. We haven't heard that.
On this board.
We are not the managers, bro. We're fans talking about football. We're not the football manager getting tonked at home to Newcastle, Burnley, and whoever else you mentioned earlier. Focus on sorting out your team.
Can you not agree with me at least when you hear a quote like that and it goes as viral as it did? You know that's the manager's reputation.
Oscar, I'm the first one. No, first and foremost, Oscar, you hear. Wait there. I'm the first person to call out nonsense like that on any manager. Why do you think I've been on Sean Dyche so much? Why do you think I was on David Brent, Brendan Rodgers so much? Why do you think I was on half of these managers that talk BS? Bro, I've been calling this from. It's not even a Chelsea thing or a Liam Rosenior thing, right? If anything, I want the guy to do well. For goodness' sake, he's one of us, right? I want him to do well. But let me tell you something: when you give me the product and the substance, we're gonna discuss it. Oscar, I say this about Alan Shearer. I say this about Jake Humphreys. Okay, the list goes on. I've got people in a line. Oscar, Jake Humphreys and Liam Rosenior, wait for that podcast to come out. Wait for that friggin' episode. That's coming. That's pending.
Anyways, speaking of
Bartlett, what's the CEO? What's the CEO guy? The Diary of a CEO guy. Another
Stephen Bartlett.
Another moron. There's another one. Oh my God. just a LinkedIn podcast.
He makes Dragon's Den entertaining. Leave him alone.
No, he doesn't. In fact, me and my wife watched Dragon's Den the other day, and he absolutely
makes Dragon's Den entertaining.
Bro, we watched Dragon's Den the other day, me and my wife, and he absolutely pissed on this person who didn't do a great pitch, right? Even though he thought the thing was fantastic, and then he said, "I'm out. The pitch wasn't great. If you had told me this is what you actually meant in your pitch, I would have actually put some money in." You know what the thing is, though. So your pitch is the reason you're not doing it. He's full of nonsense. Oh, honestly, don't.
Listen. Speaking of nonsense, let's go to Paris, shall we? It's one of my favorite cities.
Oh, please do,
Oscar. What happened there?
It's a real shame because Chelsea for 70 minutes put in, a decent European performance. There were definitely teething problems in terms of defense, as I've mentioned, but Chelsea had spells where we were in the game and got ourselves into a 2-2 position, which if you're taking that back home from the Parc des Princes, you're happy. 2-2 is a good result.
It's a very good result.
But there was something I said in the group chat, Lola. There was something I said. I said it around the 18th minute mark, right? Because there was a game the night before. And there was a goalkeeper by the name of Kinski. Yeah. And I said in the group chat, I said, guys,
he did.
I feel like we're gonna have our Kinski moment tonight. Because for some reason, Liam Rosenior decided that Jorgensen is the guy to play. He's the keeper that's going to take us out of the trenches. If Sanchez was so bad, Jorgensen was somehow better. He's not. Every Chelsea fan was well aware that this guy was not, because last season, he cost us 3 points at Villa Park doing tomfoolery. And this season, he damn near cost us the round of 16 in the Champions League by just faffing about, really, just passing the ball, getting way overconfident. Because the thing is, he actually made quite a few good passes in the first half. And he gassed himself. Came out in the second half, chest high. So let me play 2 touch.
What's the score at half time?
Let me be redondo. I think it was 2-1 at half time, and then we went 2-2 in the second half. So he felt like he's feeling himself, and then he made a massive howler. I think the game did become a bit of Jorgensen cost Chelsea the game. But again, we have to look at Liam Rosenior's tactics. We have to look at the fact that he didn't make any substitutions until the 81st minute. That's just really, really bad. Not only that, you could see we were leggy. I could understand if we were on the ascendancy and we're playing well and you're like, let me just keep these guys on. No, we were leggy as anything. He didn't make the changes. And to not make the changes then, and then on the weekend, go ahead and play the same team. You went and played Reece James for another 90 minutes. And lo and behold, Reece has got a hamstring injury. Who's shocked? You played him back-to-back 90 minutes within the space of 3 days. This is where Liam Rosenior deserves criticism. This is where we should be cooking him. So I don't really care about what he said in the presser. I care about why you're not making the right decisions on the football pitch. And that's it.
Let's talk about your transfer ban. Chelsea are in the mud this week, man. You've had a shocker of a week.
Bro, when it rains, it pours. Guys, I can't lie, I was at work today, I'm thinking, man, there'll be some news about Max Dowman. There'll be some news about, Liverpool dropping points. I'm thinking it's going to be a quiet pod from me. I might have to come in and chime in about Chelsea losing, but it's going to be a quiet one. All of a sudden, it just starts raining. It just starts raining heavy. What on earth is going on in the House of Commons that means that Chelsea Football Club are now being fined, first of all, fined 10 million. Apparently the fine was initially 20 million, but it went down to 10 million because we self-reported. Yeah.
You self-snitched.
We self-reported. So they brought the fine now, which is 10 million fine is crazy. It's actually crazy.
The biggest in Premier League history. Damn.
It's almost as bad as 70k.
Yeah, but when you look at who we buy for 10 million.
10 million, Oscar, to get fined £10 million is egregious.
How did you get?
That's a crime.
The Premier League are crooks. Pedro Neto got fined 70 bags. 7-0 for not coming off the pitch against Arsenal when he got sent off. 70.
Did he?
I'm curious about that, though.
It's a lot of money, man.
People take a lot of time to come off the pitch all the time. Why is he banned for that one?
Is that true?
He must have spoken about
70 bags.
He must have cussed out that ref, because how you get fined 70 British pounds GBP Because you took what 20 extra seconds to get off the pitch.
Nah, he cussed his mum or something. He said he spoke about his mum or something. Like that.
Offered him out.
But they didn't say in the statement.
It must have been anti-Semitic. They were sat in there. He left something there.
Guys, could you imagine?
He left something there. Oscar.
70 bags today.
He left it.
So like him, bro.
That's a year's salary.
Yeah,
I don't like
that's a good job. That's a good job.
If you find Max Dowman 70 bags, what are his parents going to do?
They have to file. They have to file.
They need to ask the club for an advance.
Like, hey, club, you're now tired later. Run me somebody else.
You have to stay until 29 now.
What, moving like Harry Redknapp.
That is a payday loan, guys. That is a payday loan. Because how are you paying that?
No, he said something.
That APR is mental.
That's anti-Semitic.
Yeah, the APR on 70K. Wow.
I thought so. Was it Oscar? Was he the same one?
Run that up to $1 million, easy.
Was he the same player that done the thing with the ball boy?
Yes,
exactly.
Yeah.
See, I thought that was for
he
that.
also had no. That's separate. He has a UEFA investigation as well. Pending.
Wait for investigation.
Yeah.
This
We
is
saw it.
it's just it's kind of reflection.
David tried to come and say that the game's gone. My brother.
How much? Okay, so if he got 70K for basically mouthing off at the ref and not coming off the pitch, what's he gonna get for kicking a kid?
He didn't kick.
What did he do?
He just pushed.
He pushed, fell over. The kid was a little dramatic. I will say that.
But what did he dive?
But
It was selling.
It was still done.
He was selling.
Hey, you know what?
But it's still done.
I'm thinking of the 2010s.
No, but the thing is, the fact that he pushed,
wouldn't you sell though?
Legit push. It was a legit
Wouldn't you
push.
sell?
Bro, whiplash.
I am selling.
I'm going training the next day with a neck brace. Are you kidding me?
You know, like when the Rock used to get a Stone Cold Stunner, I'm doing one of them on the.
Could you imagine?
What bottles dash out?
Let's say the Champions League. Yeah, let's say this the Champions League fine Pedro Neto, and let's say it's the same fine as the Premier League. So let's say it's 70K. Yeah, and you're the ball boy, and you don't get any of that 70K.
That's the thing. You're getting nothing.
How bad would you be?
The getting nothing.
This UEFA body is collecting 70K because I got pushed
on your behalf,
and I'm not even getting caught.
There's a term for that. So no, because you got to re-go to court because there's a case that we had back in the day, and like it was basically like you pay somebody out for like an injury at work, for example. Let's just say hypothetically,
okay,
injury at work. So say Arsenal get fined because they didn't have the correct facilities, blah blah blah. The fine doesn't go to the person that got injured, and that person then has to recase, basically reclaim, in order to get a piece of that pie. So it's long. That kid's listen. Just do a Hazard thing with my man from the AU Vodka, and then crack on, bro. Just get another deal.
And they said 70K is 1 week's wages for a pro.
No matter how rich you are, no one's from that.
What are we talking about, Endo, man? What are we talking about?
Because I'm a millionaire, you can take 70K from me. What?
Man's going on like if you didn't see a 70 grand car, £70,000 car from Pedro Neto, you wouldn't be like, raw, 70K, but that's serious.
Bro,
to pay to who?
Why are you taking?
It's literally equivalent of like if you get the what's the car? The PCN is like you can technically afford it, but I don't want to pay that.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's saying 70 bags. My man will go Central Paris and hit up Hermes and splash cash. Okay.
Yeah, because I want to.
But they don't. But Lola.
Let me ask you this. What are the Premier League gonna do with that 70K? What are they gonna do? Because I think Hermes is being splashed.
Pay for more. Probably pay for more.
And he's going to the same Selfridges.
They're paying for more lawyers.
Masters, whoever the hell it is.
They're paying for more lawyers to fight the City case. That's what they're gonna do.
How City?
I'll get them like 2 for like an hour. To be fair,
guys. How is City?
For lawyers.
If Chelsea's getting fined 10 mil for this,
like what's going on with City?
What is going on with City?
This is the first ban. This ain't the first ban.
Also, let's have a look at this. Yeah. The Premier League and the UK government seized Chelsea Football Club from Roman Abramovich.
That was so dramatic.
It was egregious, man.
Right?
Come on. Oscar could even buy a Chelsea ruler.
once they seized it, they didn't allow
It took a
the
coach to
highest
Lille.
to take the
It took
club.
a coach
No,
to Lille.
they chose who they deemed to be fit and proper to look after Chelsea Football Club. It was their pick. So how can you then sell Chelsea Football Club, which you seized, to these new American owners, and then 3 years later go, oh yeah, by the way, that old owner, you didn't declare that he was moving mad 10 years ago. So now we're going to fine you 10 million. And we're also going to put some academy ban on you and then later on a transfer ban. Like,
this is Formula One, man. Flipping hell. This is ridiculous. This is egregious what's taking place. But Chelsea are bent, though. Let's have it right, though. Here's Oscar. You see what you were saying? Don't fall for it. You know, you're like, don't fall for things. Don't fall for things. Yeah. The bottom line and the elephant in the room that you're not addressing, which I find ironic and also very coincidental, you lot are bent, bruv.
What exactly do I need to address?
Just say that you're bent and you got done 10 million. I think 10 million is harsh, but you're bent.
Was seized. The club was seized.
Because it's a bent run football club.
So why do I have to keep telling you it's bent when you and I both know what the situation was? You and I both know they took the club. They didn't allow us to buy tickets. Thomas Tuchel said, I'm going to drive a bus to the away games because how else are we going to get there? And I guarantee you, if Liam Rosenior said it, you'd be like, oh, what's he talking about?
You're an idiot. No,
do you know how funny that they couldn't run their shop? That's not.
No, but you know what it showed me though. But Robin, do you know what that actually showed me though? Is that everybody knew they were bent and let them run with it anyway. Likewise with Man City, they know Man City's bent and they're just letting them run. They're letting them run.
My theory of my tin hat foil says they're waiting until Pep leaves before they do them. That's my tinfoil fact.
Why Pep?
He said tinfoil fat.
Because tinfoil fat, you know, tinfoil hat.
I don't know. Maybe
because I genuinely think the Premier League love Pep, and they're waiting for him to go.
I can hear that.
That's just my theory in my head.
I can hear is that they're like, you know what? We don't want to put it on him, so let's let him go, and then we'll get him.
Bro, some of these charges are for Mancini. I'm not hearing.
Yeah,
I'm not hearing none of this.
No, Peter, I hear it.
Come on.
But that's my theory because why are we waiting this long?
Because even if they're corrupt, right, and we all know they are, and they give give them a slap on the wrist, why are we still not into that? Like, either which way? What is taking you so long,
bro? These man, the Premier League are finding out that they've been in cahoots, brown paper envelopes all along. So Man City are saying, listen, no problem. If you want to bring this up against us, no problem. You can file this. Just remember why you're even at the party right now.
Low key.
Just remember why you're here. Listen, the truth of the matter is, if anything, this is going to be because it's going to fall through. They're going to get a slap on the wrist of like a 5 million, whatever, this, that, and the other. Because the Premier League are as bent as Man City and Chelsea. They're bent. And we just sit here as consumers drinking it in. Because at the end of the day,
I just said, my theory is we won't hear anything until Pep leaves.
I don't believe in this Pep thing. I don't believe in
what's
this loving for Pep?
No. I genuinely believe because of he's like this not generation, this decade's Fergie and all that stuff. So blah blah blah. So I think genuinely the Prem can't speak to tonight. The Prem love Pep, and I'm just like, yeah, just wait until he goes, and then once he goes, whoever the new guy comes in, they're like, we don't know you. Bam, here's your fine.
I think.
What now? Guzman's gonna get it, yeah.
He walks in. Welcome to the Premier League.
Hey, what you man? Do you think So what? Like, to Ernest's point here, do you think let's just say Tottenham had an Iranian owner? Like what?
They probably
you can't just say Iranian. I think the problem with Roman Abramovich was not that he was Russian; it was that he was specifically funding a.
Oh yeah, of course not. Sorry, I kind of meant like for like is what I kind of meant.
Be clear, yeah. Let's be clear.
Okay, I'll be. Oh, sorry. Just all Iranians, blood. Man just said no.
I don't know.
They found a way to do the same thing as Chelsea, but I feel like Tottenham fans, if it was the exact same way, they'll like say Tottenham was being run the exact same way, but it was like Iranian and it was more similar to Chelsea. Tottenham fans will be happy if our government sees it because they're like, what's going on?
Yo, standard.
No, but we never see the government came in and just took the club. That's mad.
Oh gosh!
Like at the end of the day, like, yeah. To be fair, bruv, have you man seen CSK Moscow lately? Or like,
is that league even still live?
I don't know.
The league is still live, but because of the Russian ban in Europe, like CSK Moscow and co, they've dropped. Like
Angie went bust.
What I find funny, Angie McCatchlow, went bust, and then I saw Shakhtar the other day. I see Shakhtar playing. I said, where do they play? They can't play in war-torn Ukraine.
I think the Ukrainian league is played in Germany, I believe.
That's fast, isn't it?
Where?
In Germany, yeah.
Why is it always Germany that seem to be the rescuers, bruv? These men are not serious, bruv. Do you remember when they tried to? Oh, what was it? They tried to. Do you remember when Germany was like welcoming asylum seekers, and then they shut that border quick? They shut that border quick.
Do you know what's so funny, bro? They gave these men a World Cup.
Yeah.
So they're all in this. What people say is like,
we can spend all day about FIFA.
I want to know where Shakhtar Donetsk played their home games. These men were in the Champions League.
And then they put it in the United States of America.
Oh, brother.
And where is it after that? It doesn't end.
They gave Donald Trump.
It's in Spain.
No, bro. Don't forget Saudi Arabia, cuz.
Yeah, that's 2034.
Yeah, Saudi Arabia getting a World Cup.
No, but you said next. I said it's in sunny Spain.
Oh, I'm just saying, I'm just saying basically where we're still to go.
They gave Trump.
No, guys.
Peace.
Infantino put the medal around his neck.
Imagine I type in where do Shakhtar, and the first thing that comes up, home games. This is gonna be interesting.
Wait, guys. They gave him a peace medal. When was that? Last year? The next year he started a war.
Come on. What are we doing here?
Oscar, how are you feeling for what you call it? Tuesday night.
Christ needs to come back, bro. This world is bent.
Tuesday night should be good. I'll probably do chili con carne. Yeah, man. I might. I don't know. I might watch. I heard there's a new series called Paradise. People are saying it's good. I might watch a bit of that.
Damn.
What you doing, Tuesday?
I'm looking at in the football in SW6, mate.
Nah, man, come over to the Emirates, bro. Come take your eyes on the Arsenal stadium.
Listen, your game was boring as hell.
Our game's tight. Champions League at home we're sensational to watch. You should come watch us.
Yeah, that away game.
Yeah, but I think that one was standard. We're rarely fun to watch away.
You'll be all right. You'll be all right until you bring on Dowman. You know what I mean? I mean the other way around. You'll be rubbish till you bring on. Oscar, join me. Just stop watching football, bro. It's not good for your mental health when your team's rubbish.
Oh, Oscar, let's get there. No, since he's pulled out that comment.
Let's go.
Really Liverpool?
That's what you had one job.
You lot had one freaking job. Yeah, I'm watching a team that's lost 4 in a row. A team that's not got I think it's got 1 win in 5 or 1 win in 6. We're talking about a team who, in terms of their form, they are relegation fodder. That man got packed in.
25.
You're talking about a team that starts as centre back called Drag Us in the Relegation Zone. That's his name. That's his name.
And he's as bad as his name implies as well.
No, Adrian, you're not allowed to talk yet because you lot, yeah.
Because don't chime in on the how bad Tottenham are.
I've seen his hair. That's not a fade. He just cut half of his hair. It's just bald hair and hair up top.
He is bad. Ernest said today is 2 door.
There is 2 door.
Igor 2 door pulled out in the 4 door with the 4-4.
It was 1, 2, 3.
Ready. He won.
1, 2, 3, and 4, man. What?
No. Do you know how long that was? Because it wasn't even the case of like it was just like a fluke one shot Spurs got and they were peppering. Like
it was an even game.
You had them playing.
Do you know
what? It was an even game.
First, you know what? Yeah, this is the first time I have to say this. And guys, you know me, I'm I'm turning coat, bruv. Let me tell you this right now. Arne Slot has to go now. Because, you know, with everything being said, with everything I've said about Liverpool, with everything I said about somebody who's won the league, somebody who is, you know, this is the man he's etched in Liverpool folklore. He's etched in Liverpool folklore for the rest of the time. Let's have it right.
Yeah.
When you are in a bad form of the season, when your title defense has been what it is, right? Cool. Listen, the Diogo Jota of it all is where I give Liverpool grace for the whole season. But when Tottenham Hotspur rock up to your ground and that performance, because as you lot have just rightly said, this wasn't like Liverpool battered the door, you know what I'm saying? It was great goalkeeping from Vicario, you know what I'm saying? It was none of that sort of stuff. It wasn't like, oh, you know, Gakpo hit the post 4 times and then so-and-so, Salah, bless this, that, the other. You lot were going band for band with this Tottenham side.
Oh.
That's a sackable offense. That's a sackable offense. You had that pigeon, Mr. Richarlison. How many goals he got at Anfield?
He loves it.
By the way, he scores goals at Anfield. He's got more offside goals than.
Hey.
Everton,
Shout out the cameraman. Shout out the cameraman. He got paid that day.
Oh my days. No, but on a real, yeah, it's all fun and games laughing at Liverpool and letting us laugh at Spurs. But why are you ruining it for everyone? What are you doing? West Ham worked their socks off to get that draw against Manchester City. They did everything they could. Nottingham Forest, okay, fine, didn't win their game, but they got a draw. You know what I mean? They gave themselves a point, something to fight for. Even Leeds away at Palace, they worked hard for their point. Then you lot serve up this Super Sunday at 4:00 on Sky Sports main event. There was nothing main about it. You lot should have been on Sky Sports Football, not even Premier League. Sky Sports Football is where you lot should have stayed. You, AD, your team, your lot are a disgrace to a man. And Arne Slot has to go away now because you're gonna get packed in by Galatasaray just because from what I saw on Sunday, I can't see you lot reversing it. But what you lot beats Galatasaray, give them 5 at home because there's no Galatasaray fans in attendance.
See, I love when an agenda comes to fruition. I love it. I absolutely love it. But
this is a joke, man. Two-door.
Adrian,
Tottenham two-door.
I love to say this is all you. Take the stage, my boy.
It's done, man.
Wait, what's your agenda? I have curiosity.
I remember last year, and I love when agendas they don't come the way that I want, but they've come. I said I am interested to see what Arne Slot does in this second season. Never did I believe it will come to this. And I've seen everybody wants him out. I love it. But carry on.
Arne Slot.
La 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 la.
But please,
Honestly.
AD, adjust your team.
Yeah, Adrian, you can go now.
Oh, it's a mountain. I don't even know where to start. I don't even know where to start. The manager, he's one thing, and you know what? From the setup, I was actually quite excited a little bit. Well, obviously, he gave Engamora. You know, I'm so rattled. I don't know.
Mansell Dowman, come on, and he thought, yeah, let me run that.
Let me run that.
Yeah, but in fairness, he was one of their better attackers.
To be fair,
he was one of their best ones. He put in a shift. Let's be real.
Nah, AD, I hate your team, bruv. Tottenham two-door.
What do you think I am? In fact, do you want to know something? Do you know what I done as soon as the game finished? I kid you not, no word of a lie, unscheduled. You know what I done?
Unscheduled.
I just started cleaning the yard. I'm cleaning.
I hear it, man.
I don't know, but then I slapped on a wrestling podcast.
Cleaning when you're angry, top tier.
I've never done. I slapped on a wrestling podcast. I'm like 47 minutes into it. I'm thinking to myself, hang on a minute, why am I doing this? And then it dawned on me. I need to assert a level of control somewhere in my life. what I saw, particularly in that second half, we got into a freaking basketball game with the statistically the worst team in 2026. This is the best I've seen Tottenham all year.
All season.
Oh my
you gave them hope.
Hope where there
Oh
was
my
no hope.
God.
I'm saying, you know, Souza. When did they find him? He ain't from there. He's Souza.
Yeah, who is he?
Some random you.
Who is he?
I'm seeing Puppet Mate Saw like bossing in the middle like it's Roy Keane. I'm seeing Richard. Bro, by the way, I tell you what, if Richarlison played with that level of hatred all season, that is one hell of a player. Because we had no answer for him. And you know what? That goal was inevitable. What's the day today?
The 16th of March.
16th
So
of March.
what's the day? What's the day?
Monday.
Monday.
Tomorrow is Tuesday. That's how certain Richarlison's performance was. That's how certain it was. It's Colin Moani winning flick-ons. And I think, bro, like we're just so bereft of quality, of tactical nous, of also this Anfield, right? It was I'd say it was like a library. I've seen libraries more lively than that. Especially when the grannies are in on a Tuesday afternoon. Bro, we're attacking the cop, right? Listen, do you know what I heard? Guess what I heard someone from the touchline say? Guess what I heard someone from the touchline say?
Oh, on.
No, nothing crazy. They said Rio. You're thinking, what's the big deal? We're attacking the cop end. Rio and Gamora was on the far end of the field. And I said, and I think to myself, what's more egregious? The facts that somebody thinks that their voice can carry it all the way over, or the fact that Rio heard it? It is. Oh man, we've got so many passengers. I don't want to dig people out. I don't, but McAllister's feeling like he's got COVID. Quite frankly, he's weak. He's slow. Oh my goodness!
He's got 8 points in my fantasy this week. I don't know how.
How many points?
8 points. 8 points. I was there.
I think he won the free kick.
Must have done.
No, guys. I don't think we're. If I'm very honest, and I know we're honest because I know Adrian retweeted this. Liverpool spent 450 million in the summer.
Because, do you know what it is? You know when we say
400 and so that is 45 times what Chelsea got fined, right?
Dang.
Well, quick maths.
Guys, they broke the transfer records not once, twice on two players in the same window.
Nah, he has to hold that.
They are the reigning champions of England. Rightly so, by the way.
They won the first square.
To serve up this nonsense that they've done all season long. We don't get onto Liverpool enough. We do not get onto them enough, in my opinion. And the buck sits not only with the manager, but with the board.
Yeah,
all of that.
What makes you say the board?
No, because how much we talk about Chelsea and they spent billions.
No, because the reason why
they spent how much money? Why can't we see it?
Facts.
That's my question. The board authorized the spender of this money. It didn't come from Arnie's pocket.
It was great. It was great business.
They authorized the spending. They signed it off. They went through finance. They checked their books and balances and they said, yes, this is a purchase.
I feel like if you're the board, if you were the board in the summer and those players are coming to the table, right, and you have to sign off the paperwork, I hear it. Florian versus Isak, I hear them.
No, but we're here in March and we're still asking. We need to unlock Florian Wirtz.
But that's not on the board.
That's a coaching issue and a player issue.
No, that's what I said. I'm including everyone in general because for 116 million, I'm not asking them. Can we unlock him in March?
What is that? I understand the Wirtz of it because in the summer it made sense. What I have been consistently saying, and I think we've all at different points it's similar, is like you needed a centre back. You needed
a centre back.
Decided, let me spend on two very expensive strikers. You only really need one of them. Obviously, hindsight works because one of them is injured, but in just general, you didn't need. Isak or Ikatike would have been fine. You didn't need both, and you sacrificed the actual stability and probability of having at least something in there to sit to like. in the nonsense that you're in. If like say if things went exactly the same way and your attacker got injured and the people are kind of obviously the judge of it all, but at least you had a solid defense because you had a decent press because Konate's head is turned. You had something there. Then at least you'd be like, okay, we're actually in solidly in this top 4 kind of thing. But you spent on 2 attackers that you didn't need, and in that period of unsettling, man, so you had a period of time where, due to the unsettledness, it rocked everything, and that didn't help the situation at all. So you just everything's like, no, you did not address the things that you needed to address.
No,
yeah, you know the thing with a lot of people's gripes with Slot, and I'm sure AD is among probably the leading pack of this, is the fact that look, life has happened, but he's not addressing the situation. Like the season's gone on, and there's been nothing new. Like Liverpool have less wins than half the games. So how can I put this? We played 30 games. Liverpool have 14 wins. That's less than half. That's
so
less
we're
than
winning
half.
less than 1 and 2. We're winning less than 1 and 2.
And yet, you're still funny enough in the top 4 race, comfortably in the race, by the way. But I think Sunday was a new low. And you know what? Galatasaray away was bad enough. But European away games, if there's one thing everybody needs to take learning from over this past week, and I've said this for years about Champions League football, take your chances, don't make any mistakes. All I kept seeing over the past week, everyone's making mistakes and not taking chances. Okay, now Liverpool had a bad night in Istanbul, right? But I'm sorry, Sunday's a new low. It's a new one. This is new. This isn't the same level of slot we've had all year, where it's been mediocre, not good enough, blah blah blah. We've now gone down. We've gone down a level now to Tottenham Hotspur at home. Because don't think Tottenham have had a resurgence, guys. The one positive I took out of that game, it keeps Tudor on the job. It does.
Him there. That is exactly what I thought.
That's one thing. The only thing I can say, you know what?
It literally said it.
But unfortunately, Pete, I think he gets fired. When do they play Atletico? I think he gets fired after the Atletico game.
Well, on Wednesday.
Do you think?
Yeah.
I think it's more so I think they've assumed he'd lost that one already. I think it depends on the Forest game.
Yeah.
Oh, 100%.
2:15 this Sunday.
And guys, I hate to break it to you. We can blame Adrian for this one, but Spurs are beating Forest, and Spurs are not getting relegated this season.
Damn it. Sorry, guys.
You gave them hope, Adrian.
I'm just as disappointed as the rest of you guys, honestly. I thought
your team is a joke. But what happened to that Anfield Roar? Like, where's any of that? Like,
Anfield Roar, you hear mice in the stands. I could hear Dave ordering a burger and a beer and a pint and not even a half time during the game because Dave had enough of it. He's had the season to get for like 37 years. He said, "No, it's enough, bro." The boos were audible. The boos were palpable. Boos at full time. And you know what? I don't like booing during the game because it's kind of productive, right? You're playing the game. You want to back the team, fine. But after the game, I'm all for it. And bro, and the Liverpool fans, they know what a league title means, and I'm sure they respect what Arne Slot's done. But they've looked at this season and just said, enough's enough. Off to shake hands. Dare I say, it's been like this for maybe about a year.
Yeah, I think.
But we're sleepwalking. I was sleepwalking too.
What do you think of?
We're in Dubai in April. What?
You know what it is? I think the epitome.
It's mental looking back. It's mental looking back. What the hell are we playing at? How do we think we are?
I think the epitome of it all is like, in the latter part of the game, I think there's a counter attack. It's like a TK, I think it was Chiesa, Salah, and it might have been someone else, I forget who the other one was. Ekitike's pass to Chiesa. The easiest thing in the world was just to pass it to him. That he managed to.
He's selfish.
Chiesa somehow managed to still find a way to at least give it back. It was a horrible pass. I said, dude, all you had to do was pass it earlier on time, and it would have been a back and forth type thing.
Forward.
And would have saved a very bad performance.
And you know the craziest thing, guys, yeah? Like, maybe I'm the moron, but at the start of the season, Liverpool were the favourites to win this league, man.
Bro, we won 5-5. We look like we're going to win the league at a canter.
No, like even before the performances, because the performances, they still had a little bit of an asterisk, didn't they? Even though you had the wins. But I'm talking about, it was, say it's August the 1st, a ball's not been kicked. I see Liverpool signing Wirtz. I see them signing Isak. I said, it's done. It's over.
Peter said it's done. I said,
and then this, because all it takes is a manager of half competency, and Liverpool go flying again next season.
Yeah, absolutely.
Literally. Let's not forget this.
My question to Adrian: what do you think of Szoboszlai's comments post game when he's talking about the booze? He said, I'm paraphrasing, about the booze, like, you've stuck for us through the good times. You need to also, when we're going through the bad times, stick to us together. And basically saying that the booze were not warranted. So
he's got some nerve. He's got some nerve. They've carried him. They carried him since he joined the club. Because let's have it right, guys. He was nowhere near the level he was this year. And you know what's funny? It's easy to look good in the bad bunch. It's easy. Wait till that team gets better again. It's not harsh. It's not harsh. He's had one good season. He dug
out a free kick from playing right back. No, in his case.
He has had one good season at Liverpool, and it's in the year where he sticks out like a sore thumb because everybody else is absolute dreadful this year. All of them. Maybe Ekitike might have a blight. But besides that,
overall, it's fair. It's one of those situations where he was dead last season, and everyone said it, even Liverpool fans, so we can't pretend. But this season, he's definitely been Liverpool's best player, and but that's the problem.
The bar's low, though. The bar's low.
No one else has been particularly good.
He's been objectively very good this season.
No, I'm not denying that he's been at best good. He hasn't been great.
More than good.
He's been at best.
Here's the thing, guys. Let's stick to the subject. He has the nerve to tell the Liverpool fans to stick through thick and thin. They carried him the last couple of years. They carried that boy because he wasn't good enough, and they were still singing his name. How dare he come out with that? Because he's had a couple free kick goals and a little top knot. How dare he? Let's see what he gets.
All the free kick you can't take it from him. But Vicario was not for that free kick goal.
Oh no, we can't take it. We can't because I put it in the group chat. I said great free kick, and then I watched the replay. I was like, hold on, wait a minute. Vicario.
Hold the phone. Speaking of goalkeepers, Kaminsky. On Wednesday night.
Called him kinky. He said he's too wild in the
Guys,
fair enough.
What on earth was that performance from Kinski?
No, Oscar, let's start with the fact that this is what you call, the term throwing someone under the bus. Because bear this in mind,
the bus?
If Vicario,
it was a truck.
Wait. No.
You feel under the stadium.
No, guys.
Buried alive.
We have to answer this question. We have to answer this question. Tottenham's season is in the mud. Yeah, in the mud. It's the worst. It's horrific. The only saving grace that holds them onto that top 6 name is the fact that they are in the Champions League this season. And as bad as they've been this season, as bad as they've been in 2026, they walk in to formerly known as the One-Day Metropolitana.
What's it known as now?
It's named after an airline that doesn't exist. I'll leave it there.
Don't take me away, guys. They
doesn't have a plane.
They walk into that stadium. When the referee blows the whistle, it's 0-0. You guys are telling me that Igor Tudor threw Kinski under the bus, but I put it to you that Kinski threw Tottenham Hotspur under the bus. What was he doing?
Oscar, why would you play that game?
Why is he starting the game?
Why was he playing that game? Why did he start?
Why did he start?
Real talk, Lola. Before you go, real talk. Yeah, Lola. Before you go, real talk. Oscar's just laid it perfectly. Yeah, the season has been Kieran Dyer. They've got one green shoot of happiness, and that's been the Champions League football. This is the biggest game of the season. They're playing knockout football, the last 16 in the Champions League. It's against Atletico Madrid. I'm still calling it the Wonder because whatever the airline that they claim to have, I'm not buying it. Okay.
Oh god.
Yeah, but Pete,
Oscar, that's the game. The 22-year-old.
If you're asking why did Kinski come into the team, you saw the answer.
This is what I was going to say because I hear it. You have a Champions
League is the time.
Champions League last 16.
No. What I'm saying is, I understand to a point where it's like Vicario is so rubbish that they were. I think why I find because if you look at Spurs fans, they were actually some of them were like whatever, but some of them were like, I get it because Vicario is that bad. So this is where it's like I can get Tudor made mistake was because he changed the keeper and then he also changed a bunch of people who he didn't start Solanke, he didn't know he was an idiot for the rest of the squad as well. But I could sort of understand, even though you have like a Prem and Champions League keeper and the other one that play for cups, I can sort of find a way to say Vicario's nonsense. He's been nonsense. Sure. I need to win this game. I'm away. Maybe if I get a new guy in who can at least be normal, it can be fine and see what we can do. You then decided to move like he had just been freshly lobotomized.
Yeah. and look, I know this, because my club changes manager every single year. So I know that there are players who are ousted from the squad. And then a new manager comes in and sees him in training and is like, yo, why did we oust him? He's all right. He's doing good in trainings. In the Rondo, he was looking all right. Let me play him. And then they have to watch it in 4K and learn what the fans already know. He is ass, but they have to see it for themselves because
usually when someone
we just saw it with Jorgensen. We just saw Liam Rosini do the same thing.
And I think the worst you think as well, you're thinking even if someone turns out to be not what you thought on training, you're thinking it won't be horrendous. You're thinking you might lose a game, you might draw, whatever. You're not thinking he does that. And people will say, oh, why don't you just let him keep it going? It's like because his head was fully gone. If you kept him in past that third goal, this game would have been ending. And this is again where it shows you Vicario's crap. But it's now you can see with your own eyes why Vicario has to play.
But guys, sorry, Pete.
Go through.
For me, and I said in the group chat that the last 16 is when you take Champions League seriously. I don't care who you're playing at this point. Oh my Google thing's going off. But anyways, you do not play around. It doesn't matter if it's Galatasaray, if it's Bodo Glimt, all that stuff. It's knockout football. You lose, you're out. You take everyone serious, and you have games like this. Take Galatasaray, for example. You take like Leverkusen as well, where it's just like, no, this is do or die time. You got to prove why you're the best in Europe. What I saw there was amateur football. You don't experiment.
Even an amateur would be embarrassed, Robin.
It was very.
You don't experiment in the last 16 in the Champions League. You don't.
It's horrendous, Robbie.
But you know what? There are often part of it might be. I think it's to Lola's point, and genuinely, it goes back to the actual appointment of this geezer Tudor. Does he even know these Tottenham guys? And I think Oscar made this point as well. Does he actually know them? And what I mean by that is, as you say, people say, "Oh, Kinski, you're a big strapping lad. Oh, you can save some shot." Oh, I've seen this guy play Pedro Porro right centre back. Bro, he's playing Archie Gray wing, but genuinely, it speaks of a dude that simply don't know these dudes. And do I blame him? He's been in Italy all his life.
It's one of those ones where it's like, if it was just the keeper that he changed, I could be like, you know what? I understood 100% why he swapped out the keeper, because it's like Vicario is evil football wise, and it's like I need something else because he's costing us as well as ever. Yeah. But Solanke, even though they've been on the losing end of these games. Solanke is the only one who's been scoring for you consistently. You didn't play him.
For sure.
I think, all these other players are in there, even just for the sake of continuity. Even the Paulinho ball, how long it took for him to come on. Are you an idiot?
Bro, you don't know the players, Lola.
Guys, let's we forget. Kaminsky didn't even make the Europa League squad last year, which they won. They signed him for £12 million from Slavia Prague. And do you remember? Bear this in mind, he's 23 years of age, and bear this in mind as well. Yeah, was it not? What cup did they get? Not they got pumped by Newcastle at St James's in the Carabao Cup, right? Who remembers? Do you remember when Jed Spence was tying his shoes in the box, and then Newcastle just went and delivered? Thomas Frank post match, I remember him mentioning, Kaminsky's mistake was the reason for led to the error of the second goal. He never saw daylight again. So you who is Igor Tudor, but there's the thing, at some point, listen, this manager is horrendous. One of the worst managers ever. I told you he had about 30 jobs. He doesn't do a year at any job. So that's already alarming enough. Okay, that's what you need to know about that. So then you bring on this 23-year-old.
His agency stuff, bro.
He's a casual worker.
Oh,
He's a casual worker.
He's a blue arrow manager. He's
You can't bring on a goalkeeper that you spent, and he's on. You know, he's on one of those death row Chelsea contracts as well. I think they signed him for like a 6-7 year deal. Wow. Insanity.
Pete, we need to move on and talk about the rest of the relegation battle because it is heating up.
I don't know if anyone's watching this Brentford Wolves game, bro.
Oh, it's 2-2.
It's 2-2. Like I thought it was going to be a boring watch. It's actually been a good game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who's at home?
This is
Broadstairs at home.
Broadstairs versus Cornwall Beach.
I was gonna say Margate.
Look at we said it last time.
Margate's horrible, blood. Rocks and donkeys there.
These are beach clubs, man. I don't. Is Igor Thiago stat padded?
Let him stat pad. Why not?
I'm asking. No, I'm just asking. I'm curious. I'm not here.
Wait,
if he wins Player of the Year, just pack the league up.
What's Haaland's goal tally and what's Eagles?
22, and I think Eagles on 18. Because he did score in this game.
Someone doesn't want to score. This one is saying, look, we're not doing anything. Let me see if I can get something.
We could beat them, yeah. By the way, guys, Wolves are 3 points behind Burnley. I'm gonna let that one simmer.
Hey, Wolves,
what does that mean, Peter?
You said it last time.
Wolves.
But we're bringing it down with us. So we're not going to have a fight.
Listen,
we're gonna try and mess up some people's points.
So Burnley are 9 points from safety, right? Is it unfathomable that they would survive? Just out of curiosity.
Burnley.
Yeah, Burnley.
Based on talent.
8 games to go.
Burnley are
mathematically, but basically talent and trajectory is highly unlikely.
Like in my opinion, table
Wolves have a better chance.
Yeah, table ignoring, Wolves are better than Burnley.
He said Wolves have a better chance of getting out. They're 3 points behind Wolves.
Out of the two, I believe Wolves more likely than Burnley.
My God. Well done to Wolves if they can nick a draw there from the jaws of defeat. That is
something. It's something.
What else do you want to talk about in the relegation? Man City and West Ham obviously was 1-1 draw. Forest drew with Fulham 0-0.
That was like I didn't watch it, but I kept hearing how like pointless it was. Like Fulham are fully checked out.
Oh, they're at the beach.
Oh, Fulham are at the beach.
the Sandal, yeah. There will be an embassy already thinking of Tenerife.
After that FA Cup loss, that was it. Yep, we're done.
What's that result of Bognor Regis?
Bognor Regis.
There's a resort. There's like a family resort. That's what they are.
Butlins.
Butlins. Yeah, Butlins. Butlins.
It won't be ESR.
Yeah, Butlins, bro.
Here for vibes until the season.
At the end of the day, yeah, what's it called? Tottenham are still 1 point from safety, from relegation rather.
But like I said, I'll focus. That's why I didn't say they were relegated last week. I said, let me see what happens in the Forest game. Then I'll come back to this question.
Vitor Pereira is getting 3 points against Igor Tudor, blood. I'm telling you that right now, bro. Igor Tudor has not got a prayer. And like you said, that they probably will sack him. Calling Harry Redknapp, he might save him. You know what I mean? That's what it could be. You know what? What's so funny? You know, like a Sam Allardyce could do a job for Spurs. That's just real talk.
What?
And also,
what's Tudor doing that Sam Allardyce can't do? But
for real. You know who might get the job there? I bet. I guarantee you. I guarantee you they're gonna call Sean Dyche. I guarantee you for safety. For safety. And let me tell you something right now. Nothing would hit me more in the feels, yeah, than Sean Dyche sending Tottenham down. Oh my Lord. But yeah.
No, Peter, can I just ask you something? I know you despise the bloke, right? That's fine.
Yeah.
When did it switch? Because I feel like Dyche used to be quite inoffensive, but something happened. What was that? What was that moment? I can't stand this guy.
It was his first year in Europe with Burnley.
Right.
He started to believe his own. You know what I mean? You know what? Yeah? Cool. They went down that year. Yeah. And I sat there thinking, hang on a minute, because how can I put it? He talks like a manager who's done it and been there, and then gets on podcast, start giving it the spiel. Because that was the second thing. The lockdown pandemic.
The Man United job.
The pandemic was a different level because he was going on, Ben Foster, who I respect as a goalkeeper. He went on his podcast. He went on another one and another couple others. Started talking crud. Now I get it. You're a Premier League manager, innit? Yeah, you've been a Premier League manager. And listen, if you're a manager and you're a manager of the Premier League, that's some of that the highest level, right? Let's have it right. But
I think like 13 years though. He's got a bit of tenure though.
Don't come here giving it the big one when you ain't won niche. And then he was given the Everton job. And look what he nearly did to that wonderful football club. Look what he nearly done to them. That was when I was like, hell no. Then he goes to Forest. And the first thing he starts talking about is about Clough. I said, nah, this guy's a disgrace. He's an utter disgrace. He's an utter shambolic disgrace. He is basically, you know, like the whole, I mean, the comment about, you know, I could do a job at Man United. Like, bear in mind, where did Amorim get sacked? They were fifth, right? Well, where were you lot? Fifth, sixth? Who does he think he is? Who does he think he is? He talks like he thinks he's Roy Keane.
No, do you know what it is? I think
he thinks he's Roy Keane.
No, him and a lot of his kind of caliber of managers think they're bad and other top level managers bad the same. It's not the same. It's like even how much I can like Emery for what he's done. His bad and like a Sean Dyche bad is not the same kind of bad.
No.
But
you know that when he was standing in the snow, AD, I'll give you another one. He's standing in the snow in a white shirt. To prove what point? To prove what?
He's a man.
To prove what? That he's a man.
Hey, bro, that's the worst gimmick. I can't stand it. You see someone like Scott Brown, it's -4 degrees, wearing shorts.
It's like Tierney. It's like
Tell me you're hard. You're gonna catch the cold. You're gonna catch the death.
It's like I still love Tierney, but it's like that guy, man. Underarms on. I get it. You're Scottish.
What are you trying to?
Tierney tried to go on like that. You know that whole thing of like, yeah, we're tough. Yeah, the guy was homesick and went back to Celtic.
So you get it.
You're homesick. Did you watch in the All or Nothing documentary? Do you hear what one of his things was? Like, he just loves chocolate. He needs chocolate. He can't live or survive without chocolate. Don't give me that. Don't give me that when I'm trying to get in the Champions League.
You're supposed to be some hard.
You're supposed to be some hard bloke. You know who are real hard men? You know who's real hard men? People like Craig Bellamy. Have you seen him? That's serious. That's why it's real.
Why?
Mate, he knock out John Arne Riise? They've not got into a fight. Liverpool were on the piss in Barcelona. Yeah, with a golf club. He beat the crap out of him because I think he took the piss out of him and he said, never do that to me ever again. He beat the crap out of him. This is a guy you stood up to John Terry, the only guy that stood up against John Terry when he was like, well, we know what that guy's like. You know what I mean? Craig Bellamy's is not to mess with. Those are real hard men because they don't claim to be hard. They just are. Sean Dyche giving it the big good. He thinks he's the friggin' what's that packet of crisps? McCoy's. He's not that. We've let you run down. He needs a lozenge as well. He needs a friggin' lozenge.
Can we speak about one of your other favorite managers?
He had a 5-minute segment on Sean Dyche. He's not even employed.
What do you mean? Adrian asked me the question. Don't hate an answer because I'm giving you value. I'm giving you some product.
I hear it.
Can we speak about your other favorite manager, Pete?
Emery.
Oscar, take it away. Oscar, take it away at Old Trafford. Where
Oscar.
This is Oscar's lover boy. This is Oscar's friggin' favorite over here. So let him defend this Unai Emery stuff. You saw Aston Villa play at Manchester United. We'll get to Robin. Obviously, we're talking about all things Man United, but let's talk about Aston Villa. Robin wants to send it to me. I'm going to give you a through ball and send that to you, bro. If you're one-on-one with a keeper, off you go.
Right? What? Like United beat Aston Villa? I don't really understand what the problem is. Look,
we're not going to address that. Villa have one win in 5. We're not going to address that.
First of all, let's just talk about the state of play. Yeah. Manchester United players have done nothing all week. All right, you want to talk about people at the beach? They have inset days. They're not even turning up to training because they got nothing to do. Yeah, Villa had an important European tie on Thursday night and they won. All right, so of all the English teams that couldn't get the job done in midweek, Aston Villa did their due. So let's have that context in there. Yeah, let's have that context in there. And then they had the unfortunate task of going out to Old Trafford under a Man United side that has some threat. Robin, I'll let you talk about your United.
But on Villa,
Oh.
the closest
I
issue.
think I'm Villa.
Well, I couldn't even say anything, you know.
No, the
Oscar
thing is,
said absolutely nothing. He said absolutely nothing.
The only English side that won in
It's
Europe.
okay.
They're the
It's
other
okay.
one.
He said absolutely
I
nothing.
applaud them for that. The issue of what you've done right there, yeah, is you almost set them up. This is more of like a future thing, because if they don't win Europa, this free fall that they're on in the league is going to be interesting.
You know what, though, Lola? I don't think you see how we look at the Conference League, and like every British team has, Premier League team has to win that competition. And Palace are doing what they can to not win it, by the way.
This is not me saying that they like, have to win Europa. My point is the trajectory of how they're playing in the league means if they want to be back in Champions League, it's looking like they're going to beat
Suggested the
Champions. Yeah. Okay. I mean, I don't think they'll win the Europa League, unfortunately.
It's still Emery annoying enough, so you never know.
Look, I think if they fall from grace and drop out of the top 5, it will be a very disappointing end to the season.
By the way, can we scratch this 5? By the way, England are not going to get the 5th place.
They will.
Look at us.
I think they will. Unfortunately,
First of all, Palace are not giving us any hand, right?
No, you know why? Because of the coefficient.
We've done
too well. We've done too well. They said literally they only need one English team to go through into the quarterfinal, and it's done.
What, one team to go, English team to go through to the quarterfinal?
Yes, and that's it.
There's like 9 of them.
The only reason the rest of us get a 5th space is because
it's feasible that we all go out this week.
Yeah.
No.
I'm saying it's feasible. I'm saying it's feasible.
Adrian, do you see what Arsenal fans do? They're like John Cena. They make every tie out to be this massive opponent. Like we could go out. You're not going out. You're beating Feyenoord.
It's fine, but Liverpool is not Feyenoord.
It's the fact that he thinks we're playing Feyenoord. Says it all. What country are Feyenoord in, Oscar?
Arsenal fans are doing this in their third. We were proving it in the last game when Arsenal fans weren't getting all gassed about it, saying we know ourselves in Europe, and we drew away and we're horrendous. So
we were lucky to draw.
Give the Texans,
man. If you don't beat Feyenoord or Leverkusen, we're cooking you.
But I didn't say the cooking is not allowed. I'm saying the reason why we are talking like it's not a foregone conclusion.
It is a foregone conclusion.
Clap for yourself. Continue.
But yeah, let's talk about
what's the bigger collapse before we get onto Man United. What's the bigger collapse, Villa this season or Leicester in 1920 under Rodgers?
It's not Leicester.
It's obviously
the Leicester one was bad. They've done it 2 years on the trot.
Because they done it 2 years in the trot, and Man United
and they were second at this stage that year. They were second at the moment.
Lest we forget, like Villa like have been in the Champions League. And when you look at their midfield, when you look at Villa's midfield, when was the last time you saw John McGinn kick a ball? When was the last time you saw Yuri Tillemans kick a ball?
He played on Saturday. Sunday, no?
Who?
I'm pretty sure McGinn came off, no?
Came on or off? Robin, tell me.
I think he came on. Yeah, if I remember.
Pretty sure.
So he's back now. He's been away. He's been away. Has he not?
I think I saw a Villa fan complaining because they sold, or I don't know if it's loaned or it's sold. They sold Marlon, or they got rid of Marlon.
Marlon.
Back Bailey, who was doing nonsense abroad, and they brought him back for no particular reason. Like what? I don't know. Yeah. It's interesting. And also they brought Tammy in. I don't see him playing. I don't. In fairness, I don't actively watch Villa, so I could be wrong. But I haven't really seen Tammy do
that. And they're gonna get cooked. Yeah, Tammy's not covered himself in grace, I don't think.
Robin, Manchester United, man.
It's a peak silence, man.
Robin, Man United, they go marching on, mate. They're getting closer and closer to that Champions League.
Yeah, the road to 5th continues, as always. Happy days, because this was actually, despite how bad Emery and his team have been, this was actually a 6-pointer for us. We actually had to beat them to actually give leverage, not only across them, but Liverpool and Chelsea as well. Because it's still, even though it's 6 points between us and Chelsea, that can change in the next 2 games. So I was very, very happy. The first half, we can forget about it because that was a very, very boring first half. Nothing happened. The only thing that was a bit credible was Dallo having an incredible miss at 6 yards out and firing it to Rosette. Then it comes to second half, much more switched on. Casemiro, who is continuing his farewell tour. And guys,
you got to sign him up. You got to sign him a new deal.
Guys,
no way. Don't
guys, at the start, when I was sad, I'm still sad that he's leaving.
Don't do it. Don't do it, bro. Don't do it. Don't do it to yourself. Set yourself up.
I'm scratching my chin. Think
of March 2027. Just think of March 2027.
He's a top
farewell be a farewell. Sometimes let a good farewell be a farewell.
No, I hear it. But I'm scratching my chin still.
Don't scratch anything. Let him go.
Why?
This is his biggest return in his footballing career as a midfielder. He's scored 7 now. As a DM, he scored more than any time he's done at Real Madrid. And yeah, it's just he's doing his thing.
Why does the wages matter?
I don't understand why it's a bad move to take Castle on a 1-year deal.
It impacts what you can do in the summer.
Yeah.
No, it is. My thoughts on it is purely
because 250 grand is $250,000 a week.
It's not even about the wages, in my opinion. My whole thing is this. You know, that whole kind of it's the opposite of like when certain players or certain things get more money and they haven't settled into it. That my whole thing is not fair because I don't really care about my night like that. But in the sense of, is this a thing where are you gonna sign him up for a year just kind of because he's giving you a nice send off and then he's absolutely what he was beforehand? You was rubbish, and then because he had a nice end to it, want to bring him back.
Yeah,
so can I ask a question? I want to ask a question to Lola and Adrian. I want to ask a question to Lola and Adrian. Casemiro, his contract runs out. He leaves the club in the summer. Manchester United, off the back of his good performances, get Champions League football. Do you trust Ratcliffe and the boys to sign a midfielder that is of the level that Manchester United need?
Separate question. That's a separate question.
It's my first question.
Can I be perfectly honest?
Separate point.
They've been good in the window, though.
In my opinion, debatable. My opinion on it is
they have.
My point of like saying you don't need to kind of sign up not purple patches, but like a farewell thing because I don't trust the board. It's like one of those things where it's like, yes, the board is what the board is, but also doesn't mean because the board is shaky here and there, let's just keep someone who might also just fall off a cliff the second a new season comes in, he gets a new contract. That's very possible as well. Because again, this period of time that Casemiro is giving you goals and better performances has come at a very clear time when the tide changed. Because again, the tide has been bad. So my whole thing is, I hear the situation with the ball, but sometimes you just got to roll that. So it's like deep it. If you only or release players because you have fear of someone else of the replacement not being good, then you just what's the point?
And this has made a good point. Like, if they can, like, considerably, I don't know if I want to put a number on it, if they can considerably reduce the wages, then it's okay, fine, you take him for the experience and whatever have you. But on his current whack, it's poor. It's just poor.
I'm not like fighting them in the sense of saying, like, if they do it, I'm not going to, like, flame them for it. But I'm just saying,
I will, definitely.
Hey, teach their own. I just don't see personally the point in risking this kind of end of thing for that's me.
No, so the priority for Man United is two midfielders minimum in the summer.
Who are the two?
That's a well different question, but it's two minimum. Yes, two minimum.
I'm just being realistic. Of course, a club could go out and sign a top centre mid.
Go get Tyler Adams.
I just don't believe they will.
That's something we have to think in the summer, but I'm not even thinking about that.
This way then, okay. Let's angle wise. When they got like, what's his face? What's his name? Bolds, beards. What's his name?
I hear it.
Mbeumo, sorry, there you go. When you got Mbeumo, Cunha has been all right, but before you got them, like people would have been worrying before that. It's like, who are you going to get to replace Anthony's rubbish? But if the way he's performing at this own loan.
No, don't do that. Don't do that.
No.
Guys,
I'm pointing at this.
here. Where's the ref?
But you say there's talent. There's talent around. Let her finish. So much talent around.
Let her finish.
I'm making a very.
Let her finish the point.
Have a word.
It's not difficult.
There's a VAR call. We're checking. We're checking.
Because it's easy. My point is, players can show how they can be decent and get goal returns, and people can pretend because I did see it, and my point isn't based off of like thin air. I did see enough Man United fans saying, "Well, he's got goals in here, whatever it is. If we get rid of him, do we trust they're going to replace him well?" And they brought in decent attackers. My point is, obviously, Casemiro's Casemiro and his name and all that stuff. It's not the same man as what he was before. He's given a nice little run now, but is it worth risking him actually going back to what he was? Because he was crap before. And it wasn't just me saying it. It wasn't just rivals saying it. It was Man United fans themselves loudly saying it to the point where when he announced to retire, he's leaving Man United. Better than we're happy.
And I'm gonna be real. There's tons of midfielders, not names and price like Belieber that United can get that will crack on and do well, very well.
So I believe overall that he's had a pretty good season. I think, yes, also playing in that 3-4-3 system massively didn't help him at all. But regardless, he's doing his return. His farewell tour was going fantastically, and I just hope it carries on until the end of the season.
I guarantee you again.
We need to talk about very quickly, because I can see the time, Bruno Fernandes. He's a genius, guys. When he's a crackhead, when he's not a crackhead, he's an absolute genius.
I'm giving you that.
When did he become a genius, do you reckon?
Guys,
January 2026. They've now switched.
Guys, there's so many things about him that annoy the heck out of me, but there's so many things about him that I just absolutely love. He's got 100 goals, 100 plus goals and 100 assists. He's the third ever Manchester United player to do it. He's broken David Beckham's record that's been standing for 26 years. I didn't even know David Beckham had that many assists.
What were you watching?
Listen, there's many great players that's come to Man United, but 16.
Come on, man. That
26 years is very much telling, and he's having a fantastic season. No, he's not player of the season. I will run the agenda if he breaks the record, but that is something that I will run. But he's not player of the season before people get carried away.
What's the agenda?
If he breaks the record, this record, I'm running the agenda.
What?
I am running that agenda.
What agenda?
I'm running the agenda.
What is the agenda?
Player of the season. I've said it for the
first time. In which country?
in this one.
In Russia.
England.
You were calling for the ref earlier. You was calling for the ref earlier. And you sat there silent of that egregious take he's just done.
There's been worse claims said on top of podcast today.
I'll run the agenda.
Worse claims than Bruno Fernandes being the player of the season.
The only thing I'll give Robin is that he clearly said it was an agenda, so it is what it is.
Yeah. I said it's an agenda. Yeah. I said he's not played the season. If he breaks the record,
you know what I don't like here? You know, I forgot one of the reasons why I hate Man United, and one of them is when they are playing well, Robin is drinking pints of lilt. The United fans are coming out of the woodwork and saying, because Robin is not drinking lilt when United were in the mud. He's not having a pint of it. That's for damn sure. This is I can't believe this.
This is why I said this agendas.
Because you don't change. Ernest and Robin change clubs when their team's in the mud.
Look at Ernest's comment. He said Bruno is a Reagan era crackhead, but he's our crackhead. Our.
Wow.
The stuff Ernest has said about on this podcast.
It's Opa Atleti.
And now he's our.
Listen,
I'll just tell you, every United fan I know, apart from like a handful, have absolutely despised Bruno. But the second Amarin left and he started to actually put some things in, it's like, okay. And again, I get it. Agenda, run it. It's your player. Because I said before, if we manage to win the league, do you know how evil I'll be about Gyökeres? You've heard me talk about this, man. Do you know how evil I'll be if we actually
What about Noni?
Like I said, I don't like this man. But the energy I will have if we win, Agenda's running it, so I get it.
Listen, agendas have to run. That's what I said.
Guys,
agenda.
Guys, can anyone... Because Bruno Fernandes is on his way to breaking that record if he carries on the same trajectory. Does anyone want to hazard a guess as to how many of his assists have been...
I know how many. I saw it.
What do you mean?
I saw it.
How many assists he has have come from open play, as in not a corner or a free kick?
Isn't it like 10?
7.
Okay.
Saw it.
10's ambitious.
It's 7.
Does that matter? I'm just gonna ask.
It wouldn't matter.
Wait there. AD Cole Palmer AD. Wait there.
Hold on. Because unlike Cole Palmer, Because unlike Cole Palmer, without the actual output, I'll give you a prime example, bro. Robin spoke about the Dallo miss, but Dallo missed from like 6 yards out. We haven't even gotten onto that Sesko miss where Bruno finds them. Bro, let's talk. If you want to talk about like the open play creation that Bruno's been providing outside of the numbers, you should have. So,
have you
seen his open chances, like actual chances created list? He's astronomically ahead of everyone else.
I hear that. But my point is, my only issue is like
high quality stuff as well.
Some of my players, whatever. But my only issue with not caring about it is the energy them lot had when it was Saka. So remember that time when Saka had like how many assists? I think 3 of them were open from set piece, and the rest of them were open play. And the energy was different. That's my only thing. Because the energy for when Saka and Rice and Leeds might have corners that lead to assist, or from what's it called? A free kick, whatever, and it leads to an assist is different. But Bruno can only have 7. And it's fine. That's my only thing. I don't actually care because I assist is an assist. But the energy has to be the same. Remember, because the same thing you're saying about Bruno having open play chances, so did Saka. But the energy wasn't the same.
Okay.
Listen, for me, he's doing fantastic. Cunha, great goal. Sesko, I said in the group chat, Sesko scores the hardest goals, but misses the easiest. I don't get it from him sometimes. But he starts to get the numbers up. 9 goals. Mostly from off the bench. He's returning numbers well.
I like
so
just
keep up him.
Like him.
Yeah. Just before we move on, I just want to share a quick graphic. I just want to share a quick graphic on the screen. Can everybody see that? Can everybody see what I'm seeing?
I can see it.
If this is Palmer prop, take it off.
It's not. It's Bruno.
Okay, good.
The most assists in the season. Yeah. So the famous Thierry Henry record. All 20 of his assists were from open play.
Gangster.
De Bruyne had 17. The famous Ozil has 14. Salah 18. Lampard 16. We find our way all the way down to Bruno Fernandes with 7. Now there is time. Yeah, there is time to get that number up. If he does break the record or get close to it, that will probably end up on about 8, 9, 10. But it does put things into perspective when we look at the rest of the names on the list.
But hey, a record is a record. If he hits a record,
I feel like Oscar, when you put it like that, it made me go, still.
17 assists in 08. Man, we were cooking, man.
Don't get me wrong. A record is a record. If Bruno breaks it, that's his record to hold. But the point is, the energy in terms of like non-Man United fans, no one can complain about us looking into it when you're seeing the others on the list. Record in this.
All I want to see is 21. That is all I want to see. Listen,
I don't know which 21 you're referring to, but you ain't seeing either.
It's definitely not that one. It's definitely not that one.
Both of them are possible.
But
at the end of the day, 3 points is 3 points. Well, next after Bournemouth, as you said, quite rightly and quite literally, they are at the beach. So hopefully we can carry on there. And
don't speak too soon, man. Where are you playing? Home or away?
Away. We're better away than at home.
Yeah, Bournemouth at the beach. Their owner won an Oscar. They're all having fun. They don't care.
The owner won an Oscar. Oh, but it's a late kickoff, though. Guys, don't be fooled. Bournemouth at night. Have you seen them under the lights this season?
They better have a presentation for Michael B. Jordan, man.
I want to see.
I saw them lose to Arsenal under the lights. That's the last time I remember.
And then I think we're not playing another game.
I feel like every time they play here, like when we were doing the pod, I always feel like they're playing a Monday night football game and they're winning at home. I feel like you've got that
Southampton game on the loop, bro.
Maybe.
I feel like they just keep drawing. I
feel like they are quite a Monday team now, to be honest.
Anyway. Okay. Anything else, Robin, before we move on to wrap up this show?
Sorry. I think Baraka had a good comment about the Bruno thing. You know about the whole Bam Adebayo record.
That's funny. Yeah, that's actually funny.
What's the Bam Adebayo record?
I think he broke Kobe's how many shots in the game, but he did it like in the quote unquote unethical. So he had a bare free throws.
Unethical way.
It was quote unquote unethical. Like I said, the record's a record, but it's like bare people don't respect it, and they're openly saying it.
Fair. Anything else, Robin?
On a Kwame Brown thing.
Yeah, let's carry on. Let's get Champions League and let's end the season. That's all I want.
All right. Scores elsewhere: Burnley 0, Bournemouth 0, Sunderland 0, Brighton 1. I think Brighton have been putting up some few results lately.
Yeah, a past month or so.
I think I said it when they played out. I said Brighton will win one, lose one. They didn't have for the rest of the season.
You literally said that, yeah. West Ham United 1, Manchester City 1. Thank you, West Ham. Thank you, Dinos Mavropanos, former Arsenal. We love that.
Looks like Fergie. Sorry, I was going to say, looks like Wenger doesn't have to pick a centre half after all, but
for someone else.
Yeah.
Crystal Palace 0, Leeds United 0. Good result, I think, for Leeds. We're down to 10 men, to be fair.
No. Say that because Calvert Lewin missed the penalty, though.
I did.
Yeah.
Oh,
He did.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Where are Leeds, by the way?
They are slightly down there.
They're 15 and 3 points. 3 points above. 3 points above relegation.
They're 3 points above relegation. It's not far.
They're above Spurs by 2 points.
Okay, it's a good point to win to get that in. I don't know.
It's a decent point. Don't get beat. What else?
2 more would have been invaluable for them, man.
Forest 0, Fulham 0, and Brentford 2, Wolverhampton Wanderers 2. Guys, who had the goal of the week?
Dowman.
I think I watched one game.
I didn't watch anything except the Chelsea, Arsenal, and Man City of it all. Did Bernardo Silva mean it?
Bernardo, yeah, definitely.
I didn't see that goal. Was it?
You think he meant it?
What
100%.
What was a good goal?
Maybe I'm giving it too much credit. I'm pretty certain.
Raw.
I loved Newcastle's goal was actually very, very good because that passed through the middle. There was a lot of
it wasn't. No, Robin. It was
you would have triggered Oscar, man.
I was saying
unethical defending. Come on.
I have laughed. I have enjoyed a lot of split passing goals because even Bruno's one for Cunha, that pass was fantastic.
But the
Sesko's goal, which was so weird.
The goalkeeping was horrendous. The goalkeeping from Martinez was horrendous. For that.
Was it?
It was useless. Like, it was just useless.
You should have covered the angle a bit more.
A World Cup winning. It was a clear indication of a guy who's been passed on the weaker hand. So like players have right foot, left foot. Goalkeepers have right hand, left hand.
Can we go Champions League very quickly? Shout out Bradley Barcola. What a finish! And also Ousmane Dembele. Oh, left foot, right foot, sat man there. Oh,
Dembouz. Man just ran from the halfway line. Just
wait, if we're going Europe, was it the second one from Valverde? The kind of overgrade.
No, the third one.
The third one.
My lord, I stood up. I stood up and clapped for that goal.
I
think Gravasquelia's goal was crazy.
I was just going to say, Gravasquelia's one was really good.
It was just tough.
We need to go hell for leather. We need to go hell for leather for him in the summer.
Bro, you're like 18 months too late.
No, but
100 mil.
No,
January, bro.
Because you're saying hell for leather. Hell for leather. He cost 60 million pounds for Paris Saint-Germain, and Arsenal spent the bulk of that on Noni Madueke. Chelsea spent the bulk of that on flipping Gittins. United spent the bulk of that on bloody Mbuemo. Liverpool, we don't really get into what Liverpool spent. What a gem in a field of hate.
And everyone said it. He was begging to leave Napoli, and none of us went.
He was begging to leave Napoli
because he was Georgian. That's literally what that was. If he was Italian, Spanish,
I agree. That's definitely a thing. But we have to actually abandon those tropes, because the wider nations.
Countries have players, even small ones.
Yeah, man. People are coming out of the woodwork.
I don't particularly rate him like that. But what's his face? The City defender is from what's it called? Where's he?
Uzbekistan.
And it's in the Prem. Like whether or not you
Hey,
rate him,
speaking of City defenders, how far you?
20 years of age. 21 years of age, by the way.
Yeah,
Kuzanov.
Yeah.
It's
I can't
21.
lie, man. Maybe I'm hating. I think he's just quick and strong, man.
I think he's fine. I personally think he's fine.
No,
The point is, like,
he backs the war. He
No, I
backs
heard
the
it.
war.
I
I've
don't
seen
think
him do a few tackles.
Can he back some defensive contributions?
I don't think it's fantastic, but I think he's a good player. But he's 20. He said he's 21.
How you said that like an offshore country, isn't it?
He's from
Hey,
Disrespect.
Davito would have 3 goals at Arsenal.
Look, after
because if you play the left wing back.
After this season, once we get this thing over the line the way we've been playing, watch us next year, blood.
But the point is that even on that kind of thing, if you deep it, I think bar like 2 or 3 people, most attackers aren't doing well in the league. I know we're focused on us.
Yeah, no, it's true. It's true. It's not just the Arsenal.
We're not having their season, at least in the Prem. Although, to be honest, Kvaratskhelia, I think he's barely got a goal in the league in France. So even technically,
I saw 2 in midweek. Steve.
That's what I'm saying. He saved it. He saved it.
He is.
I think it's tough, you know.
I'm a casual. I ain't afraid to admit.
Oscar.
Look, they removed showing the freaking French league from in England. I'm not finding the stream to find it. It's my business. I'll find a high.
I'm not going on the dodgy feet to watch League Uber Eats.
In the mud.
To watch Uber Eats League No way.
No, it's not League McDonald's. It's now
whatever,
it's now McDonald's.
It's not
So
helping.
fast, by the way. That's McDonald's is constant sport.
Right, come on, guys. Goal of the week. Let's wrap this up. I'm going Dowman, Max Dowman. Let's go. Let's go.
This ain't goal of the week, but did Cunha's goal not? Hold on, I'm talking about goal. Did Cunha's goal not give you Rashford feels?
It did.
Oh, no.
Peak Rashford. I saw the number 10. I saw the slide in the finish. I said, "This." Did you
hear the commentator?
What do you say?
I had a French
one.
I
can't lie. I got more. Like personally, I got more Henri. Like when Oscar said Rashford.
I think Gary Neville said Henri.
That felt Henri-esque. It did.
Nah, wash your mouth. Wash your mouth.
I think the movement was
He's capable of mimicking a finish. I'm not saying he's.
Nah, man, it wasn't like Thierry Henry.
Just the number 10 in the United shirt at the Stretford end. You know what I mean? It gave.
Whenever it's Rashford, I need more like Vim.
Rashford's got some power behind that. A bit more agginess.
I actually love him.
Anyway,
listen,
garbage.
I'm going midweek. Bradley Barcola was my goal of the week. Yeah, because there wasn't much this weekend, if I'm very honest.
Yeah, it was like bare with 0-0s or whatever. So
actually, in that case, I'll go Valverde.
Bernardo Silva.
Actually, I'm lying. Yeah, Valverde.
Yeah, Valverde as well. Let's wrap that up.
All right. Valverde's the goal of the week. Who's the player of the week? Max Dowman.
Valverde.
Dowman. But honourable mention to Valverde. Genuinely, I think that's one of the best performances I've ever seen. That was insane.
It was clean.
It was a hat trick, and he covered every blade of grass. He was doing Trent's defending for him. Then he was attacking.
I think he needed to put the Trent thing in there. What he did.
No. Oh, by the way. I mean, let's. Okay, I don't know how we could touch on this next week. We are on our knees for Trent Alexander-Arnold. Let me tell you that now, because sometimes we're doing all of these intricate theories and ball progression. The answer is in Madrid. He was a cheat code, simple as. And now there's things we have to do that our team not yet used to doing because Trent used to do it all for us. But yeah, but he's a top player. I miss him. I don't like what he did, but I miss him every day. Why for that a bit? But,
I miss him every day.
Dowman, what do you want?
Yeah, I'm going Dowman.
Yeah, Dowman. He literally flipped the title race on its head at 16 years of age.
There you go.
I mean, not on its head. It's in the same direction it was going.
You know what I mean, bro. You know what I mean.
On Dowman,
he basically stealed the title for them on that day.
What's going to get you angry? It's fine. On Dowman. On Dowman.
I've been reading Dowman. I'm not angry.
I know. I'm just trying to be extra. But I need Dowman to stop running though. He's at the perfect height. Stop there.
Is he?
He's quite tall. I think he's like 6 foot already.
He is. I mean, he's 16. Look at him.
He's
He's 6 foot.
Bro, look at him on the pitch. Look at him on the pitch. He's side by side.
You look at
Bro, I saw him gliding. I didn't really see like a side by side.
this is what I'm saying.
When Gyökeres scored his goal and he's the first one to go and celebrate, and he gives him a neck breaker. So what the hell?
Yeah, I was like, chill out.
there?
That's a great. That's your uncle, bro. Relax.
That's youth exuberance.
Hey Peter, can you confirm this?
What's that?
Apparently, yeah, Arteta said he wanted to give Dowman his debut at 14. Is that true? on a Darren Fletcher thing, because I remember Fergie used to say that about Darren Fletcher for years. When he was a schoolboy, I wanted to play him.
I won't say anything about Arteta.
When did he say that?
I don't know where I've heard that. I think it might have been a tweet or something, but I just got to run it by Peter or Uwe Lola.
Listen, even when Harry played at 15 against Brentford, let's it might have been the case.
Ooh, that's an interesting name. Can we actually? I don't even know if this is even
No, we can't.
Is Ethan just not levels?
Hey, whoa, relax.
Well, let's slow down.
No. Hear me out. The reason why I asked that, like we were clamoring, even me included. And like, what's Arteta doing to this guy? Play him. Arsenal need him, play him. Why the hell are you signing Noni and taking minutes away from Ethan? Play him.
I'm still saying that.
We should have.
But
he shouldn't be on loan.
Is he pulling up trees at Marseille? I don't know.
I'll tell you why. Because number one, Erdegaard's been dropped, and rightfully so. I know he's injured, but stay away. Ezra's the next one. Ethan should be playing.
Yeah, let's see what about. I'll bet very quick. Ethan's better than Eze, and he's better than.
Is it?
Oh, this doesn't. Hey, make sure you're clear. Better doesn't mean that other person is bad. Ethan, in my opinion,
it can. What does better mean though?
Ethan on ability is better than Eze on ability. Not about what happens. Ethan is better on both ability and sense than Madueke. That one there is pure me saying that he's bad.
Let it all work out.
What I'm saying,
So Lola, if Ethan was somewhere else, you signed up for 60 million.
This is what I'm saying when it comes to like fans not hearing what I've said. Did I say Eze? Did I say Eze is bad, or did I say Ethan's better than him?
No one said
I hear you, man. I hear you.
Ethan is
better
than Eze.
Yes, that doesn't mean.
Work out.
What do you mean when I say that? If you tell me, did I say Eze was bad, or did I say Ethan was better?
Oscar's trolling, man.
No one saying Eze's bad.
No, let's not fall for it. Let's leave him. Yeah, let's leave him. He's an idiot.
But what I find hilarious, because
I'm with Oscar, I think,
He is. Oscar, because he hasn't been
bad.
That's a lot of stuff, man.
I'm not involved in this conversation.
That's a lot of stuff.
We'll end it here.
Hey, man.
I'm based on simple. And how many goals does Ranieri get last season in the Prem? This same Prem.
So we got 6 or 5.
He got double-digit goals last season. He's better than Nani. So that's what I'm saying. So I would have kept him. That's what I'm saying.
Not in the league though.
I think he got like 12 or 11 or 10 goals. The point is, I know he got.
I don't didn't thinking. I need to. Hold on a second.
Either which way, he did that.
That's the thing.
He did that before.
That's impressive though.
By the way, Lola, I didn't even say you were wrong. I'm just screaming because it's wild.
No, Oscar, you did, man.
Why is it wild? I have both.
You and Mrs. Let it all work out.
Yes, and I still rate Eze. So what's the problem? Okay. So I can't rate someone.
Now when you're a star.
Yes, but I've said this consistently. This is not new. This is not new information.
I never heard that.
That's your business. I've been very open about this.
Who is not that guy?
You.
He's the team of the week, bro. You mug.
Don't call me a mug.
You're a mug, bro. You're a moron. Who's the team of the week? Who's the team of the week?
Now you've done it. My team of the week this week is Spurs. There you go, Peter. Put out your pipe and smoke it.
Okay.
Whoa.
The correct answer is Manchester United.
In Manchester United.
The correct answer. You can have your Spurs.
I'd have gone for Arsenal, you know.
Nah, Everton was solid, man. Everton were brilliant.
You know what? I can't lie. It's definitely narrative based, but I just feel like because let's have it right. Everton were locked in. Everton was cinched in, and I remember I was listening to the I think it was Lee Dixon on commentary, right? It was like 82, 83 minutes. and I'm asking him, like, Lee, like, what would you do? Does this remind you of 1989? And then Lee, he said something like, you know what? I'll tell them, just keep doing what you're doing. It will come eventually. That's what he said. He said, you'll get one chance. Arsenal played it, and it works. And let's have it right. It was an error for Pickford, but why was it an error? Everton were camped in their own half. I saw Barry at wing back more than I saw him up front. He didn't win a duel. He didn't win a duel off of Gabriel Nortaliba. I'm like, Barry, you're 6'5".
For real. And his mates in the stands were winning duels elsewhere. I'm gonna go with Manchester United.
No, I'm not gonna laugh at that. That was peak.
I'm gonna go with Manchester United. Team of the week. Let's go.
That was actually peak, man.
Manchester United. I'm story with that one. Trust me. Any other teams? Come on, guys. Let's vote.
I'd
have gone Arsenal.
So 2 Arsenal, 2 United. Oscar, who's your vote?
United.
I said Spurs.
He said Spurs. He's a clown. Okay, in the chat, quickly, you let us know who's the team of the week whilst we get on to not that guy.
Not that guy this week. There's hella.
But I want to say before we do not that guy, can we say who is that guy? We said him earlier. Shout out Michael B. Jordan, best lead in the Oscars. Yeah,
Michael B. Jordan and Ryan Coogler, because he got the screenwriter one as well, because he got the Oscar as well.
How well?
Yeah, F1 movie as well. You don't know.
You having a laugh at this? I'm sorry.
Chelsea.
There's only one lead. There's many not that guys, but there's only one lead.
I got one that guy.
Can I drop the ones that ain't a lead? Yeah, because
Newcastle were great against Barcelona as well, though.
Dominic Calvert-Lewin, you should have scored that penalty because your team is now in a relegation battle. They're now there because you didn't score that penalty.
They were always there.
No, but they were kind of more like
2 points is that.
No, they
weren't safe.
If they beat Palace, they wouldn't be there.
They could beat them.
Did our Titans down there? Did you know what the commentator was saying about Spurs?
What do you say?
They said the goal difference is like an extra point. That's how nip and tuck it is down there, bro.
Nip and tuck,
they said, yeah, no 39 points or 29 points, however many points. Yeah, but it's really 30 because of the goal difference. I said, fair enough.
Do you know who's not that guy? Actually, Generous Dave. Where is he today? Because he had the nerve and the unmitigated goal to question the music played post-match at the Arsenal-Everton game. Did anybody?
What did you play?
What did you play? Because we didn't know.
First of all, it was to the tune of Gyökeres because he scored the frigging first goal of the game, number one. And then the second one was we played. What was the second song I played? "Move On Up" by Curtis Mayfield. He needs to frigging pipe down. He should know the levels. These are Arsenal winning songs. These are player songs. So I don't know what the hell David's on about here. Does he want to come to this parade or what? Because he's going to be hearing nothing but chanting music.
You're still governed by the armory, yeah.
I'm about to say, you're still governed in his entry.
Hold man off the edge, bro. You know what I mean?
If we're winning this, you ran into clip up all the times when I think whoever kept saying that Davy's not going to the parade. That'd be freaking hilarious.
It was in 23, boy. I said it's not allowed.
He'll be at the parade, don't you?
Do
you know what's funny? I saw a tweet this week that made me die. They said, right, we're having 2 carnivals this year because that Arsenal parade is going to be nuts.
It's going to be 1 million people.
Hey, Oscar Robin, are you going?
No.
Unfortunately, I will be in Belgium. So, but
I can't lie. Maybe I'm begging it.
Yeah, you are.
I've got half an hour.
It's going to be 1 million people. It's going to be ridiculous.
No, but you see why Adrian's a sick guy? He's a criminal.
No, he won't go
going to start.
Is that wrong with me?
Yeah,
that'll be lit, bro.
I still say, quick knock that guy. I don't know if he's
one of to Liverpool.
What's his name?
Bear in mind, we had 250,000 people for the FA Cup, lad. You lot don't understand. 22 years in the making. You're not going to be able to get out of your house if you live in the borough of Islington or Brent.
People will find their wives.
What's the name of the Everton striker?
I'd run out of my toilet. Actually, no.
Which one? Tina Barry?
Everton striker.
Yeah,
Beto?
Is it Barry?
There's Tiano Barry or Beto.
That's the one that I was going to say for that guy, because you giving your friends who are very clearly
to
the Everton end, you're a moron, and his friends are as well. Because why would you do that openly? Obviously, I'm not condoning getting your ass beat, but why would you do that?
No, but you know what? I am condoning it because I think the sanctity of football needs to remain. People need to I understand that the away grounds thing, where you sit in the stadium, it's segmented for a reason. And if you're cheering for the opposite club, you're asking to be punched in the head.
Hold that.
There you go.
Hold it.
That's what you get.
It's like
that's what you get.
Like I said, I don't particularly wish anyone to get like beaten up by a bunch of people, but why would you openly do that? In the end, they just lost late in the game, and you're celebrating Arsenal goals.
It happens all the time. People are dumb. I'll never forget yet. There was one
time.
What
about? You got waited by the Everton fans.
Yeah, they were in the Everton end.
His friends are like Arsenal fans, and he put them in the Everton end.
Bro, Everton's away support is some of the hardest in the country. We've got extra police for those games.
They thought it was okay to celebrate a last-minute winner amongst Everton fans.
No. And guys, I have to be honest with you. Autopilot kicked in. I genuinely think he was briefed, and I genuinely think when he sat down, his intention was like, "I'm not gonna celebrate." But that game was such an emotional wrangle. He lost himself. But for a split second, unfortunately, and all of us are capable of doing that same thing. All of us here are capable of doing that same thing.
But he's vlogging.
He's vlogging
himself.
Oh man, brother. I'm trying to back you here, man.
These players are mates with each other. Ask one of the Arsenal mates to stick your friends in the bloody one of the other upstairs rooms.
It's actually not hard.
Listen, Barry must know someone at Arsenal.
That's what I'm saying.
A player, Eze.
Who?
He must know someone.
Where's he from? Ivory Coast. I never know where he's from.
Doesn't matter.
France. I think it's
Colo Torre. Colo will get a connect.
They know someone.
But he can't do that for every game in the.
Excuses for idiots again. You're doing it again. I don't like this, man.
Anyway, right.
The main not that guy.
All right, let's come on, guys.
We talked about it earlier. You were brought on to your biggest game of your club this season, Champions League last 16, and within 15 minutes, you are 3-0 down because you are doing slip and slide at the back.
Pause.
Big pause. Antonin Kinski, you're not that guy, fam. I'm so sorry. Sort it out.
Yeah, let's have it right, guys. Yeah. I don't give a damn about it. I don't feel sorry for the guy. I don't get all the overblown stuff about the manager didn't even look at him on the way out. It's because he's put his manager under the furnace because he's about to get fired. I'm not here to hug him for his horrendous performance. It was a shocking disgrace. 17 minutes of pure instant garbage. He deserves to be not that guy this week. 100%. Anyway, I saw some comments about the Honda engine, of course, going to get an honourable mention. I saw one about Red Bull. Yes, indeed. You leave McLaren alone because it's not our fault. It's Mercedes, little bandits.
Honda's an F1.
Say again?
Honda's an F1.
Honda's an F1.
First of all, it's not the Honda team. It's Honda engine. Have a think about what that looks like. A Honda engine is powering the Aston Martin. They can't even finish a race. They powered the Red Bulls.
Hey, certain teams don't start races. Well, there we go.
Yeah, because Mercedes are crooks. That's why. Because Mercedes are crooks. That's why. Hiding info. Man are giving us Rubik's cubes without the instructions. Waste men. Freaking waste men, bro. My team, we've had 2 races in Formula 1 and I've got 3 DNSs, which means did not start. That's egregious. So freaking egregious. Don't get me started on that. I've already been ranting on McLaren Fan TV earlier. Don't get me started. Freaking farcical behavior. Anyway, guys, that wraps up this week's Top 4 podcast. It's been sensational. Absolutely sensational. Make sure you share, like, and subscribe. Thank you very much, all of you, for joining us this week. We'll be back next week. Or are we actually? Because I think most of us on the pod are not available.
Oh yeah.
Percy Ingles. So we'll be back the following week. Is it
we will send you a tweet.
We'll send you a tweet. So make sure you follow us at Top 4 Podcast on the socials, and we'll put it on there. But is it? You see the 30th of March? Is that bank holiday or not?
When's Easter?
Why? When is there a March?
Easter's
I'm thinking of Easter, bro.
No,
Easter's in April, my guy.
Friday and Easter.
So it's the week after.
Easter's in April, yeah.
That's the week after. All right. Anyway, we will resume at least on the 30th of March, at the very, very least. But anyways, until next week, until 2 weeks' time, we are out. Peace, y'all.
Peace.